that say, I'm not trading for this guy unless you pay a significant amount of his contract, which you look at Kyler Murray's contract. And again, the Arizona Cardinals would have to take a significant chomp here if they're just going to flat out release him. Left on his deal, he would be a dead cap hit of $54 million this year.
Wow.
If they released him. If they trade him before June 1st, it's only a $17 million dead cap hit. So, yeah, that is definitely what they're going to look to do. And so I think that for me, the big answer, the big question, I still don't think this changes anything for me. I don't think Kyler Murray is going to be the quarterback for the Cardinals in 2026. They got a new head coach in Mike LaFleur. Maybe he has a different viewpoint. Maybe that's something they're still working out at this point. But it's definitely not great when the GM says one thing and then it gets disputed by people that are reporting. As well, their new GM, John Eric Sullivan, had some definitely juicy comments. But, Mike LaFleur and Monty Osenford, they both danced around most of the Kyler Murray questions. Then, like I said, Monty Osenford said that he's had good dialogue. He's had conversations. You got people reporting that that's not true. March 15th. We probably get a decision on Kyler Murray's future, whether it's in Arizona or elsewhere, by March 15th, because on that day, his $19.5 million guaranteed salary for 2027 becomes guaranteed. Much like Kirk Cousins' salary, which was going to be basically $60 or $70 million because they pushed all of it in that next year, that would have been guaranteed if he was still on the Falcons in a couple of weeks. And we know now that's not going to be the truth. The Falcons are planning to release Kirk Cousins before the first day or on the first day of the league year. So we probably will get a decision on Kyler Murray by March 15th. So whatever saga this is definitely going to play itself out here in the next 2.5 weeks. Phone number to join the show, 310-840-4910, 310-840-4910. What do you think happens with Kyler Murray? And what do you think should happen with Kyler Murray? Maybe you think he deserves one more shot here with a new head coach and Mike LaFleur. Maybe you think there's no better option for Arizona. Not a lot of great options in the draft. So we'll take your phone calls on that. And we got plenty of other NFL news to get to, plus a bunch of early NBA games tipping off. We'll break down a couple of the biggest ones, and we'll preview them for you as well. He's Brett Evans. I'm Pat Boyle. BetMGM tonight rolls on next on Westwood One Sports.
First place in the Big East is on the line. Number 4, UConn. Number 15, St. John's. Tomorrow night, 7 Eastern tip on Westwood One and the Westwood One Sports app.
Doug.
There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
With increasing geopolitical tension in the Middle East, many savvy investors are taking a fresh look at American energy. If you're an SEC-accredited investor searching for one of the most powerful tax advantages available in 2026, now is the time to learn about Encore Energy. Through operator direct participation in U.S. horizontal oil drilling and multi-stage fracking, qualified investors may be able to deduct up to 100% of their investment, with up to 87% in the first year. Encore Energy focuses on proven, productive U.S. oil fields and large-scale drilling operations designed to help mitigate risk while providing the potential for monthly income and higher returns. If you have $100,000 or more and are seeking an aggressive tax strategy, portfolio diversification, and a way to participate directly in American energy development, call Encore Energy today. Call 1-800-553-5220. These programs involve significant risk and are not suitable for everyone. That's 1-800-553-5220. Again, 1-800-553-5220.
America, look around. Everywhere you go, prices are still high. Rates have been whipsawing markets, and the debt and spending don't exactly If your retirement is mostly stocks and bonds, you may be taking a risk, more risk than you think. And when you're near retirement, a sharp drawdown at the wrong time can do real damage. Experts say diversifying with intention is the #1 secret account that all American smart money uses to hedge against instability. Its precious metals, silver, and gold is having a spectacular bull run. Would it not make sense to get in before the rocket takes off? Monetary Gold have been around since 2000, witnessing multiple economic setbacks. They have the experience to help tailor your portfolio to your needs. If you call now, they will cover up to a lifetime of your IRA fees on qualified accounts. Call Monetary Gold now at 877-NOW-GOLD. That's 877-NOW-GOLD. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional. That's 877-NOW-GOLD.
Furnished by IntelliBrands.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new patented Legsercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
Using Legsercise made walking painless again.
Legsercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
I have much less swelling and no more tingling.
Call right now and order your very own Legsercise Pro, the new proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call 800-555-1212. That's 800-555-1212. 800-555-1212 now.
These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-785-9132. That's 800-785-9132. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-785-9132.
Basketball fans of Oklahoma, welcome to OKC Sports Radio on a 5.3 KIMB. I am Jay Swick. To my right is Dylan Tribble. We are live here on the campus of Frederick A. Douglass High School for some regional tournament, postseason playoff action, basketball, girls, boys, everything. That's the Douglass Trojets. Head coach Leticia Woods has her team prepared and ready to compete tonight in this playoff action game. They've just beat Star Spencer on, I believe that was Saturday. Saturday is when they did that to advance to the regional round of the postseason tournament. Beat them 92-30. It was a pretty dominating day for the Douglass Trojets, and they're feeling pretty confident going into this game, but at the same time, you got to respect your opponent. We know that this Cash Lady Bulldog basketball team is very capable, and if they get hot at the right time, they can beat anybody. That's the beauty of this postseason here in the state of Oklahoma. Anybody can beat anybody on any given night. Dylan Tribble, I'm a basketball analyst. How are you? What do you think about tonight's game?
Man, I am doing great, my brother. Always a pleasure being back on the mic with you. for a Tuesday night full of basketball here at Oklahoma City. I feel good about the game. I mean, it's, Trojets are hosting a regional game at the Crib for a reason. They're one of the best teams in the state, but like you mentioned, Cash, I mean, they feel like they can come in here and make some noise. Not many people are going to bet on them to come in here and upset the Trojets, but like you said, that doesn't matter. It's playoff basketball. Anything can happen, and that's why you play the game. So with that being said, I think it's going to be pretty entertaining game here, an exciting game here on this Tuesday night at Douglas High School. We'll see what happens. We'll see who comes out on top. But as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be a fun one. Both teams are going to bring it. It's the playoffs in the state of Oklahoma. So there is no tomorrow. All that matters is what's in front of you right now. The game that you play tonight is all that matters. It's a one-game mentality at this point because it's the playoffs.
Absolutely, and you don't want to lose tonight. Loser has to work their way through the consolation rounds. And if they have ambitions of being in the state tournament, which we know everybody does,
right,
you'd have to win 5 straight and work your way out of that. So that's the more difficult road to take. But if you can win today, you'll advance to the regional championships on Saturday, and that's kind of where everybody wants to be at.
Yeah,
so it's important that you take care of business tonight.
Yeah, you said it. Nobody wants to go through the consolation if they don't have to. We're not saying it's impossible to make it through the consolation, but it's definitely not preferred.
All right, I talked with Coach Leticia Woods just a little while ago about this game. Here's a little bit of our conversation. All right, I'm here with Coach Leticia Woods, head coach of the Douglas Trojets. Coach, time's here. Yeah. Postseason is here. First playoff game. Well, really, second playoff game. I keep forgetting about last week. You won the District 2 championship for a 4th year in a row. What was that like?
Man, it was so exciting. Exciting to step back on the court. It's always exciting to be out there on the floor. The girls is growing. We're pumped. We're excited. And it was just good to be back on the floor.
You scored 90-plus points in that game. You feel like the momentum is going to carry over to tonight against Cash.
Yes, that's a good start, to score anything over, 90 points is a lot. I don't care who you're playing. Just seeing the ball go in the hole, that's the goal, is being accurate, seeing the ball go in the hole, and then just putting that work in the game. I see it at practice every day. I've seen us grow from the beginning of the season to now, and we're ready.
And a win tonight would put you in the regional championship. If not, you got to work your way through the consolation round. That's just not something anybody wants to do.
No, it's 4 or 7. We don't want to go. I know 7 is a lucky number, but it's not going to be for us, So making the route easy, finishing out with 7 versus going 7 and then 3 more. So, yes, we want to make it easy, and we're trying to win a championship. So
now I watched your team in shoot-around pregame. It seems like they're dialed in. Can you describe kind of the energy in the locker room and the mentality that your team has going into this game?
Man, they're excited. We've been just planting seeds. And when I say planting seeds, like just growing as a person, putting God first in everything we do before and after everything, transitioning ourselves to understanding that perfection is not going to be, it's only one person that was perfect in this world. And so with flaws, you have to just continue to try to grow your confidence. So watching them at practice and being locked in, that's our goal, is for the next couple of weeks. Lock in, be focused, and do what God has given you to do.
Who should we look out for tonight? I know Nakia Burge is having an amazing year. Justice Woods having an amazing year. Dariana, I talked with Camille Mason earlier. There's a lot of different options here offensively, and I know that you have a high philosophy on defense, but what are some of the keys to victory that you want to see today?
It could be anybody's night because these girls got it in them. Yes, it could be anyone's night because the girls got it in them. They're working for it. It's just showcasing themselves at this point.
All right, Coach Woods, head coach, Douglas Trojets. I'm guessing you want to get to running early in this game and set the tone, set the pace.
Yes, sir. We want to run, and we want to run, and we want to run.
Somehow I knew that. Coach Woods, good luck tonight. We'll talk soon.
Thank you so much.
All right, you heard Coach Woods there. Dylan, what was your response?
Well, she's ready, and she loves this time of the year. This is playoff basketball. That's what these young girls work for all off season. You know, they start during the summer, and this is the time of year that they can't wait for because they are so hungry and starving for that gold ball. They were close last year. They could taste it. So that was all motivation in the offseason to get back to that point and lift up that gold ball. And it all starts here tonight on this Tuesday night on their home court. So Coach Woods knows what's at hand, and she's going to do everything in her power to have these girls ready. And we'll see them showcase their talent tonight on the home court.
Yeah, and speaking of talent, I spoke with very talented Dariana Gates, who's had a tremendous year. She's improved and gotten better.
No doubt.
And she's enjoying herself. I caught up with her before the game and spoke with her. Dariana Gates, Douglas Trojets. All right, I'm here with Douglas Trojet. Dariana Gates, postseason is here. Big game against Cash. How you feeling?
Feeling great.
What's the game plan today? You don't have to be super specific because there are a lot of people watching, but what's your mindset going into this game? What are you trying to achieve?
Really, we're just trying to achieve to make it to state and win the championship, but for this game, we're just trying to win.
This is obviously going to be a big crowd, postseason. Any pregame jitters? What's the vibe in the locker room?
We just in there. We're just getting ready. We're just focusing. We're locked in. We're just getting together as a team to figure out what we need to do.
What's this year been like for you? It just seems like you've really improved your game. You're playing more confident. It looks like you're having fun. When you look back on the year that is up to this point, what's it been like for you?
It's actually been fun. I've been getting better. Been in the gym with Coach Woods, and she's been getting me better.
Well, and I've noticed that when you hit a big shot, I can really tell by your demeanor on the court that you're having fun. What's key to getting you in the zone and really feeling confident out on the floor?
Basically just focusing on my shot. That's what gets me going. Is just focusing. But if I don't focus, then I'm not really gonna have a good game.
Well, when the crowd gets to cheering, especially when you make a bucket, do you feed off the energy?
Yes, I do, a lot.
What would a win tonight mean to you and your basketball team?
It'll mean a lot to us because that would mean that we're building up more and we're heading
in the right direction. You're heading in the right direction.
We're heading in the right direction to achieve our goal that we need.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dariana Gates starting forward for the Douglas Trojets, and look forward to talking to you soon, Dariana.
Thank you.
Good luck. Yeah, I unfortunately I wanted to edit that out. Dariana was like, "You better edit that out." I said I will, and I lied. I'm so sorry. But Dariana sounds awesome. Just so you know, she's an awesome person, loves the game. Also caught up with Camille Mason, who is also a very talented Douglas Trojet basketball player. Here's our conversation. All right, I'm here with Douglas Trojet, Camille Mason. Very excited to interview for the first time this season. I hate that it's, I've waited all the way until playoffs, but here we are on the cusp of a very big game against Cash. How do you feel going into this game, and what is the energy like in the locker room?
I'm excited. The energy in the locker room, we getting hyped for locking in. We're just ready to play, get out here and get this W. We've been working hard all season, so we're just excited to get this win.
Well, and I tell you what, watching you progress from the very beginning of the season till now, I've seen the improvement. It looks like you're really enjoying yourself. You play the game really, really hard. What's been the biggest difference for you this year up until this point?
I would say coaching and the teammates, the whole environment is very encouraging, so we just all push each other to get better and work hard, so I would say that, and it's just very good energy all around.
Now, when this crowd gets to rocking. What does that feel like when you're playing in front of a lot of people and playoffs, like everything's on the line? I mean, do you get nervous? How do you kind of deal with that?
You kind of got to zone that out because some of it is not all good energy, so I try to zone that part out. But if it's my people, I know that they're cheering for me, then I try to take that in and show that on the court, like that same energy. So,
what's kind of the keys to victory tonight for you and your team? What do you want to really get going early offensively?
I would say hitting shots, knocking down threes, and just feeding our bigs on the inside.
You know, and you're just the nicest person in person, but when the game gets underway, like you kind of go into your own mode. Is it like an alter personality of some kind? What was the mentality? How do you flip that switch when the game gets going?
Well, I just try to hype myself up. I can't be all giggles on the court. I got to lock in, bring that dog out. So, you just got to be a beast on the court if you want to get that win.
Who should we look out for teammate-wise? I know there's a lot of talent on the Douglas Trojets. Who do you enjoy playing with the most? Who's impressed you teammate-wise?
I would say Dariana. She has a really good shot, and then she's really good on the inside. And then she can always go get that block, play good defense, and then that rebounding, top tier. So I would say D. She's shown a lot this season, I would say.
Talk about Coach Woods and her ability to prepare this team for the postseason. You've got to be playing your best basketball right now. What's it like playing under her, and do you feel like this team is ready to take on the challenge and compete for a state championship?
Playing under Coach Woods, it's been, since I came from another school, it's been such a difference. She's so encouraging. She wants to get you better. Like, she wants to be here for us, and she's pushed us so hard since even before. Like, we were on the track every day, working hard. And then, what was the other question?
Well, do you feel like your team is prepared to take on the challenge and compete for a state championship?
I think we're very prepared. We've been working hard all season. No days off. We've just been going hard in the gym every day.
Camille Mason, Douglas Trojet, good luck tonight. We'll talk soon.
Yes, thank you.
All right, that was Camille Mason. Want to thank you. Appreciate it. And we are live, about to get this game underway here. Tuesday night playoff basketball. Dylan, OKC Sports Radio 105.3, streaming live on PPBC TV. There's no place I'd rather be, my friend.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, brother. We are back at it like we never left. Tuesday night basketball playoffs, that just has a different feel to it. You can feel the up in intensity. The environment's just a little bit different. It's louder, more energetic. We are getting ready to take on the national anthem, so we'll take a quick break.
At First Security Bank, we understand the pivotal role financial support plays in transforming your business vision into reality. As your trusted community bank, we're committed to providing tailored business loan solutions.
Stars through the past.
All right, welcome back to Tuesday night playoff basketball here on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 KIMB. Our title sponsors for this broadcast, SSM Health, First Security Bank, Love's Student of the Month, Oklahoma City Community College, and Super Prep. We appreciate your support for Oklahoma City Public School Athletics. Also sponsoring our Tuesday night playoff basketball broadcast, Covington Heat and Air and Just Burgers. Stay tuned for our SSM Health halftime show at the break, followed by our postseason Super Prep Player of the Game announcement. We're going to get this game started here very, very soon, and I'm very, very excited about it. Again, I'm Jay Swick, your play-by-play announcer, alongside Dylan Tribble, basketball analyst. Tuesday night basketball about to be underway. Tip-off's coming up next between the Cash Bulldogs and the Douglas Trojets, followed by the boys game. And a spot for the regional championship is on the line here tonight. Let me turn your mic on, Dylan, so you can talk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Really great rendition of the national anthem, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that girl can sing. Phenomenal job on the national anthem. I got the starting lineups here. Cash Bulldogs, the visiting team, number 1, Cadence Fricky. Number 3, Avery Probst. Number 4, Madison Lim. Number 21, Corrine Carter. And number 22, Macy Nunley. For the home team, 0, Justice Woods. Number 4, Aaliyah Combs. Number 12, Nakiah Burge. Number 23, Camille Mason. And number 24, Dariana Gates.
Of course, Douglas is coming off a 62-point victory over Star Spencer to win the District 2 title for a 4th year in a row. Now it's regional tournament action, and the game is underway. Tipped by Dariana Gates. Chloe Smith now on the right side to Nakiah Burge. Far left side, Gates for 3, no good. Camille Mason fighting for the rebound. I don't know who comes up with it, or somebody stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, Cash had it, but she ended up falling on the baseline, so it's going to be out of bounds. Douglas Lady Trojans
ball.
All right,
Mason's going to inbound it to Justice Woods right there in the corner. Brings it out up top right there off a screen from Burge. Left side to Mason for 3. Off the rim. Bouncing out of bounds. It'll be Cash Lady Bulldogs basketball.
Yep, 2 good looks for the Trojets. Just couldn't get them to go. Here come the Lady Bulldogs from Cash.
Yeah, they have had a much better year this year. I talked with their coach. He was very complimentary of his young basketball team. They've won quite a few games this year. They do have a young team. Also had a star freshman that they have really depended on this season. Unfortunately, she suffered a knee injury and will not be able to participate in the game today. Oh, stolen by Trojets. Mason on the left side. The reach-in foul on Cash.
It's actually a smart foul by Carter to avoid that fast break. It was about 4 on 2 in favor of the Trojets, but smart foul by Cash.
Yeah, Chloe Smith, who's just gotten so good this year. She's just really improved. Mason on the wing for the 3, no good. Rebounded Cash. And look at Nakiah Burge.
Yeah,
trying to
she
grab
came
and
in.
take that basketball. She's got a high will to win, let me tell you.
Yeah, I love that aggressiveness by Nakiah to keep the ball in favor of the Trojets.
Woods is going to inbound it from the baseline and looking for a teammate and finds Gates. One-handed catch, fires it out to Chloe. Now up top to Burge, left side to Woods. Woods trying to decide where they want to go with the basketball. Burge gets it, kicks it out to Mason, drives baseline, bumps, kicks it back out to Burge, cross court to Gates for 3. No good. Trojets not off to a really hot start shooting the basketball to start this game, but we know it can happen, and there's a steal by Burge. The defense has shown up. Passes it over to Smith in the corner. Now to Woods. Up top to Gates, left side to Mason again for 3. No good. Burge with the rebound, put back is good. First points of the game scored by senior forward Nakiah Burge of the Douglas Trojets. They're up 2-0.
Yep, Nakiah Burge doing what she does best, getting those offensive boards for putbacks.
Here comes Cash trying to penetrate, has the ball in the paint, now kicks it out, thought about a three, drives inside, fakes, spins, kicks it back out, drives baseline. Loose ball stolen by Dariana Gates. Fast break, Trojets, Bird's left hand, bucket, 4-0 start. That's the Douglas Trojets style of basketball that they want to inflict on their opponent.
Yep, you're exactly right. Good defense, which leads to a steal, and then it's off to the races. Fast break. They find the star senior once again, back-to-back buckets by Nakaya Burge to make it 4-0 Trojets.
Quick timeout called by Cash. Substitution, Tatiana Ford Copeland is in the game, number 2. They will inbound it from the baseline, and here they go. Douglas going to half-court press up top, goes left, in the paint. Avery props, stolen, loose ball. Justice Woods to Nakaya. Jump step off the glass. It's good. 6-0 start, Douglas Trojets.
Once again, a steal to a fast break transition bucket by Nakaya Burge. She's got all 6.
It's so tough to stop, and that's usually what happens every time you get a turnover. It's off to the races. And that ball got knocked out of bounds, but somehow, some way, it became Douglas Trojet basketball.
Yep, another turnover. Douglas is imposing their will defensively.
Chloe Smith goes right to Mason. Mason up top to Burge. Fakes the shot, drives back to Mason. 3-point shot, Camille. Let it rain.
A nice drive and dish by Nakaya to find Camille Mason on the wing for a money 3-ball, and now it's 9-0 Trojets.
Yeah, she was 0 for 2 from the perimeter prior to that shot. Now that she's sunk it, she's starting to feel it, get the confidence up just a little bit. 9-0 start here for the Douglas Trojets, and they want to be in control. I think that's what all winning teams want to do. They want to be the tone setter and force your opponent to play our style of basketball. And unfortunately for Cash, that's kind of a tough style to play for them just based off their youth. And I think they've gotten some really good experience. They're coming off a victory over Sulphur. But Cash has made significant strides this year. They have everything to be proud of. Last year, they won 2 games. And this year, they have improved to 15 games overall. Now, that was a bad inbound pass. And fought Dariana Gates underneath. Nice dish from Justice Woods.
Yeah, straight dime from Justice to find Dariana Gates cutting to the basket.
And it's full court press time for the Trojets. They love to force you into mistakes, but you don't want to foul. Great screen. What a maneuver. Got all the way to the rim, but in the offensive board, they'll restart their half-court set, but it's tough to get that close and not be able to score. And here is a foul. It's going to be on Nakaya Burge.
Yeah, it's Corrine Carter was trying to get into that painted area closer to the bucket, but Burge tried to get the turnover, a little too much contact, going to be a foul.
Going to inbound it from the baseline. Completes the pass, puts it up. Avery Props almost stolen. These Cash Lady Bulldogs aren't able to make some buckets, but they're playing hard.
No doubt. It's Ford Copeland that deflected it out of bounds for Cash, so it does go right back to the Trojets. Looks like Aaliyah Combs is going to bring it up at point this time.
Yeah, Combs is analyzing the defense, goes right to Camille Mason, who just hit that 3 on that last possession, to Burge, to Justice Woods. Trying to get Madison Leam off the shot, and she puts up the J, gets fouled in the process. Looks like Justice Woods, star sophomore guard's going to the line for 2.
Yeah, great job by her, knowing that she had the defender on her hip. She realized it, she pulled up, absorbed the contact, and got 2 free throws. Justice Woods, first free throw, it's good.
12-0 start here for the Douglas Trojets, exactly what they want.
And it all started on defense.
Absolutely. Knocked that down, too. Something that we have seen an improvement on with the Douglas Trojets is the free throw shooting. I think that they're confident when they're at the line of scrimmage, and they deal with pressure in a positive way. Here's Cash trying to bully their way down to the baseline, kicks it out, 3-point attempt, no good. Offensive board by the shooter, Avery Probst. puts up the shot. It's blocked by Aaliyah Combs, and they knock down a big shot.
Yeah, they sure do. That was number 21, Corrine Carter, with the first points of the game for Cash.
And there's Nikaya, who is going to be called for an offensive foul.
Yeah, I guess the referees didn't like how aggressive she was.
I think it was the elbow.
Yeah, little elbow action by Nikaya.
A little push off there for the offensive player. I think Nikaya is obviously bigger in stature, stronger, taller, used to being able to push around your opponents, but
she's got to be careful, though. That's her second foul, and smartly Coach Woods is going to sub her out.
Yeah, and Chloe Smith is in the game. I've been referring to Aaliyah Combs as Chloe Smith. My apologies. I know Mom and Dad is watching. That was my mistake. It won't happen again. All right, inbound it and out of bounds. The Douglas Trojet basketball pressing, making Cash make passes they don't want to make.
Yeah,
that's
that
a
was
careless
great
turnover
pressure by Dariana Gates.
Trojets by 10 here in the first quarter, 3:31. Going to inbound it to Gates, back to Woods, fakes the shot, goes right on the wing. Now up top to Chloe Smith. Now right side to Camille Mason again for three, no good. Rushing for the rebound. Whose ball is it? It's Cash.
Yeah,
Lady
Chloe
Bulldog.
Smith tried to corral it, just couldn't get two hands on the basketball, so it will be Cash Bulldogs ball. Trojets come out once again in that full court press. Dariana Gates gets the steal and puts it right in the hoop for 2 points. She can jump so high. Showed her vertical on that steal.
Yeah, goes right to Probst. Trying to get past Gates. Across the logo, great screen by Cash. Drives the paint, puts up a prayer, no good. Who's getting the rebound? It's Camille Mason. She runs on the right side of the court. Dishes to Woods, fakes the shot, now takes the shot, bang!
Hand down, man down, the jab step to the pull-up tray ball by Justice Woods.
Yeah, she's feeling it. When she catches the ball in rhythm, it's usually a bucket. High percentage of them. Here's Avery. Looking for a teammate, finds her on the right side. Tatiana Ford Copeland now goes left to Corrine Carter. Carter fakes right, goes left. They're going to call her for a travel.
Yeah, one too many steps right there. Good pressure by the Trojets once again. 18-3 is the score. It's all Douglas so far. 2:26 left in the first.
Yep, absolutely.
It's going to be Combs to bring it up at point.
Keep stacking these opportunities, turning turnovers into points. Here's Gates in the paint, kicks it back out. Chloe Smith for three. No good. Offensive board. Trojets gives it back to Woods. Three-point attempt, no good. It's another fight for the rebound. Toughness. Chloe Smith sacrificing it for a team and gets the basketball. Gates gets it, turns, pivots, jumper, bang.
That was so nasty. The pivot to the outside, back to the inside, the 1-foot jumper by Dariana Gates.
Yeah, Cash on the left side, driving, trying to get past Gates, but can't. Camille Mason comes up on the side, takes the steal in transition, dishes to Chloe Smith. Left hand layup, it's good.
Poetry in motion, 2-on-1 fast break, ran to perfection.
It's like they practice this all the time.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah.
I think they do.
I think they do as well. Here's Cash on the right side, going to back it back out, move it around the perimeter, trying to find an open shot. Tatiana Ford Copeland dishes to her teammate. Nunley misses
no good,
the shot.
No good on the jumper. Dariana Gates with the rebound. One-man fast break. It's Gates all the way to the cup, and she finishes through traffic.
The Euro to split the double team was nice. They have a 21-point lead here in the first quarter. It's been all Trojets here on this Tuesday night regional playoff action. Nice dish underneath the goal. Can't in will. Cash finally on the board. Tatiana Ford Copeland with the bucket.
Much needed bucket right there for the Lady Bulldogs of Cash.
Here's Chloe Smith, kicks it in the corner. Camille Mason again from three.
That's her second tray ball of the game. Great ball movement leads to a wide open three from Mason.
Confidence is through the roof right now. Really hot start after having a first, minute of throwing up some bricks. I think they figured it out, and then get another steal. Camille Mason on the right side, fires it over the left side to Chloe. Again, bucket in transition, and she got fouled, and she'll go to the line for an and one shot.
Yeah, let's talk about the pass to find Chloe Smith streaking down the floor. Unreal court vision right there. And then Chloe does the rest, and one for her. She has one free throw to try to finish the old school three-point play.
Jada Ford Copeland's coming out. Kareen Carter's coming back in. Here's Chloe Smith with the free throw, no good. Fighting for the board, it's Justice Woods. The extra effort worked, but stepped out of bounds. And it'll be Cash basketball.
Yep, Cash.
Great effort, though, by Justice Woods.
Oh, for sure. Cash has got to try to get some offense flowing here. It's been very difficult for him so far. And I speak of it, and they turn it over.
And we have all the insights and highlights from people at the games, our Prep Zone insiders. Find out about the teams, coaches, and athletes you need to know from around the state. So tune in Saturday mornings at 11 for the Prep Zone, right here on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM, KIMB.
A public service announcement from Oklahoma Human Services.
And we are back live here on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 KIMB, streaming live on PPBC TV. Tuesday night regional basketball tournament, postseason action between the Douglas Trojets and the Cache Lady Bulldogs here at Frederick A. Douglass High School. Lawrence Cutjo Court. Kendall is his son, Dylan.
That is correct. Very well-known basketball family in the state of Oklahoma. So we got two free throws for Cash. It's Avery Probst. She hits her first free throw.
Yeah. First one is Cash money.
Cash money for the Cache Lady Bulldogs. Second free throw, no good.
Douglas with the rebound. They're in control here early in the second quarter, 31-6 here for the Trojets. Goes left. Oh, Chloe Smith had some room to get to the rim, but lost control of the basketball. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Lady Bulldogs possession. They'll inbound and have to fight through this press defense here being applied by Dariana Gates and Chloe Smith of the Trojets. Here's Avery Probst getting all the way to the bucket. Turned around, has to kick it back out. Now on the left side, three-point shot, no good. Rebounded Dariana Gates. Fires it to Gatewood on the right side and then makes a pass. There was confusion on who the pass was meant for. Was it Aaliyah Combs or was it Chloe Smith?
Yeah, they were both right there in the area, and both of them thought the pass was going to the other one. So it's a quick turnover, and it's Cache Lady Bulldogs basketball.
Yeah, Avery Probst, who's very assertive at the basketball and puts up the shot. Actually, yeah, that's Avery. Draws the foul. She's going to the line. Her rest of her teammate is going to meet with their coach. Young group here for Cache. This is a young group that has made tremendous strides this season. And I think the future's bright with this team with as many freshmen as they have. And again, one of their top players is Tinley Webster. Suffered a knee injury 2 weeks ago. And she's not available today. So that's not working out in their favor. Misses both free throws. Nyjah Crawford comes in, gets the rebound, fires it over to Gatewood. Gatewood goes left, now right to Crawford. Crawford, three-point shot, let it go.
First shot of the game for Crawford, and it is Cash money from the wing.
Confidence from that spot. I expect her to shoot that shot again. Cash on the right side. Gets past Chloe Smith, and what a block. Oh, they're going to call. That looked all ball to me, Dylan. They're going to call a foul on Chloe Smith.
Chloe let the Cache Lady Bulldog go in front of her, and then she had the block attempt from behind.
Yeah, she
maybe a little
got
contact to the
dribble.
hand or wrist, exactly.
Quick substitutions. They're going to take Chloe out, and a little bit of confusion here for the Trojets on who's coming into the game. Okay, Chloe Smith is going to remain in the game for now, but it looks like after the free throw, Douglas is going to try and put in Nakia Burge, Camille Mason, Justice Woods. Okay, here we go. And that is true. Dariana is coming out. Aaliyah Combs is coming out. Cash is going to shoot some free throws. Knocks it down. Cash starting to get a little bit of momentum here offensively, but it's been all Douglas Trojettes here tonight at the regional tournament. Right side to Mason. Mason pivots, goes back right again. No good. Fighting for the rebound, it's Cash. Lady Bulldogs pushing it up. On the left side, runs Madeline Thomason back up top. To Cadence Fricky. Now dishes to Avery Probst, who's trying to work her way past Nakia Burge. Obviously a size difference. Burge with the board. But I do admire Avery's tenacity with the basketball.
Yeah, gotta love the effort, but Nakia Burge is just a different animal. They get it to Gatewood in transition. Ends up getting fouled on that fast break. So it's going to be a foul on the floor, and Trojettes will throw it in from their own baseline. It's the star sophomore, Justice Woods, to throw it in.
Yeah, and they're going to run their inbound play. They've got a ton to choose from, and finds Naja Crawford, left side to Mason, who's also been shooting the three-point shot well. Goes to Gates, back to Crawford in the corner. Shot is no good, and Jaden Gatewood is working really hard to try and get that offensive board, but failed. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Lady Bulldogs basketball.
Yep, 34-8 is the score. 5:11 left in the second quarter. It's been all Trojettes, but there's still a lot of time left.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Caden Fricky is bringing it up the floor past the logo, hands it off to Corrine Carter. Corrine Carter dishes, tried to find Jada underneath on the baseline. It was tipped out of bounds by the Douglas Trojettes.
Yep, it's Justice Woods trying to get that steal, deflects it out of bounds, so Cash will inbound it. And it's a good bucket on the inbounds play by Avery Probst. She's the main source of offense for the Lady Bulldogs.
Mason on the left side again for three. No good. Rebounded Cash. When the Cash gets the rebound, they stop. Kind of let the other team. You know, if I was them, I'd say, hey, get the rebound and start to move.
Yeah, you got to go.
Floor.
You don't want to let Douglas get that defense set up. They are so lethal on the defensive side. And it ends up being a jump ball situation in favor of the Trojettes.
Gatewood's coming out. Mason's coming out. They're both talking with Coach Woods. Dariana's back in the game. And I believe Aaliyah Combs is back in the game. Here's right side by Gates. Spins. Jumper. Bang.
That was so nice. That was so nice by Dariana Gates. That is something we didn't see last year. She worked on that move in the offseason.
Yeah, she's assertive with the basketball, and she's confident in her abilities and her post moves. Oh, what a bucket underneath by Avery Probst for Cash. Lady Bulldogs to get the basketball. Get some more points on the board. Here's Douglas on the right side up top. Justice Woods off a screen. Three-point shot. No. Yes. No, yes.
Yes is right. It hits the rim a few times and then drops in the hoop. That's another three.
I thought it was going to bounce away,
Woods.
but she got the shooter's roll. Why? Because she's a shooter. Here's Cash on the right side. Perimeter. Throws cross court. Completes it. Now they're Probst on the wing, left side. Fakes right. Drives. Spins in the paint. Trying to get a shot off. Pivots. Kicks it back out. Three-point shot. No good. Justice Woods with the board. Pushing it up the floor, finds Combs on the right side. Euro puts up the shot. She's going to get called for offensive foul. Cash with the charge.
Yeah, it looked like the Lady Bulldog for Cash had her feet set, so it's going to be an offensive foul on Combs. And Lady Bulldogs basketball. The offense is really flowing through number 3, Avery, but she's going to need some help if they want to make a comeback.
Yeah, absolutely. Got some work to do in the point differential. Right side gets across half court. Now they push and overthrows it. Those turnovers add up quick in a game like this against a talented team like the Douglas Trojettes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You can't have turnovers like that if you expect to make this a close game against Douglas.
Here comes Combs, left side to Burge. Burge Dishes up top to Gates for three. No good. Goes out of bounds. Who's it off of? Look to be, I think that was Chloe Smith.
Yeah,
so it'll
gonna
be
be out
Cash
of bounds
Lady
on
Bulldog
Douglas.
basketball. Quick shoot tie by
3:02
Cadence.
left before halftime. 39-12. Douglas is on top.
Yeah, stay tuned for our SSM Health halftime show. We appreciate them sponsoring our halftime show. We'll have reactions. Another bad pass by Cash goes out of bounds. 2 possessions in a row to have careless turnover like that. You can credit Douglas for applying that kind of pressure.
Yeah, this is true. We got to credit the Trojets defense. It's lethal.
Here is Burge, and then they're going to call another offensive foul on Burge. That's the second time she got called for that.
And I think that's her third foul, Swig.
Yeah.
So she's going to be
little concerning.
Quickly subbed out by Coach Woods, and they bring number 34 in the game. She's somewhat of a new player. We don't have her on the roster.
Yeah, I thought that was Brandy Dixon. I might be wrong about that. Here comes Cash. Trying to cut the deficit. They go right side. Now drives in the paint. Splits the double team, but fails to secure the basketball. Here's Justice Woods on the right side. Euro up, no good. And out of nowhere, Gates comes in rips the rebound out of the air and goes right back up for the bucket. And guess what, Dylan? She got fouled. That's an 8-1 play.
She is literally showing what she can do every phase of basketball. She can shoot the rock. She can rebound. She's not afraid to get her hands dirty and get in the paint. That time, it's a tough bucket by her and one opportunity. Here's the free throw.
And I was talking with Coach Woods about Dariana. She knocks it down. It's just her growth, her confidence level, and the ceiling is really high.
It is. It is. She can jump really high as well.
Yeah. I mean, her ability is going to get her eventually scholarship offers to play at the next level. There's no doubt about it. What a steal by Douglas. Finds Aaliyah Combs on the right side. She puts up this shot, and another offensive foul called on the Douglas Trojets.
Yeah, and once again, it's on Aaliyah Combs. That's the second time that's happened to her on a fast break. 30-point lead, 42-12, 2:04 left before half.
Right. Well, this
Trojets
is something that they can continue to work on. I mean, the further we go in the playoffs, I feel like the officiating is very particular.
It gets tight. It really does.
Here's a three-point shot by Cash. No good. Rebounded Justice Woods. Off to the races down center court. Kicks it in the corner. Three-point shot. No good. It was Brandy Dixon that was in the game taking the shot. No good. And then a travel or some sort
it's going to be a travel. She stopped to try to pivot, but her pivot foot drugged, so it is going to be a travel.
Well, credit Brandy Dixon for the hustle play to get down there and force her to pivot. That turned out to be the mistake. Up top, high post, bullying down, and that is a blocking foul now. Really close to yet another offensive foul, but she didn't quite get her feet set, and it's going to put number 34 at the free throw line. Unfortunately, we don't have 34 on our roster, but we will figure that out. Takes her shot, no good. Have another free throw attempt. Mason's coming back in for Aaliyah Combs. Douglas Trojets. Really good start here, 32-point lead. Trying to make it 33. Stay tuned for the boys' game. Yep, never mind. Misses the free throw. But yeah, the Douglas Trojans and the Cash Bulldogs will compete in a similar situation for a spot in the regional championship. Right side. Really good pressure by Dixon. Now gets it to corner, puts up the shot, rebounded Gates. Gates turns around, starts running. She's so fast, and she's a state champion track star, too. Off the glass, no good, but she got fouled. She'll go to the line.
Yeah, she is just so talented. She can jump extremely high. She can run extremely fast. She's got a nice touch as far as shooting goes.
What shoes are they rocking? Is this Ja Morant?
Yep, the Ja Morant 3s. They switched up the team shoe for the playoff run.
I dig it.
Yeah, Dariana Gates' first free throw, no good. Hits the back of the rim.
Still 30-point lead for the Trojets coming into the game. Leave that is Cadence Fricky, and Corrine Carter's going to the bench for a breather for Cash. Here's Dariana going to shoot the free throw, knocked it down. 31-point lead for the Douglas Trojets. Under a minute left in the second quarter. Stay tuned for a halftime show. Sponsored by SSM Health. Here's Cash with the basketball. Finds a backdoor cut, now kicks it in the corner. Up. Has to move it to the right side up top. Madison Lehman. Madison with the basketball, trying to get past Brandy Dixon. It's tough. Brandy almost made the pass forward, tipped it to Avery Probst. Probst backs up, now attacks, spins on the block, kicks it back out. 3-point shot, no good. Brandy Dixon with the rebound. Now she's off to the races. Fires it over to Woods in the corner. Woods moving up top, goes left to Camille. Deep range, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Who's coming up with it?
It's going to be Douglas.
Dishes to Woods. Crossover, back to Gates in the paint. It got the bucket.
Unselfish basketball right there by the Trojets.
Right at the buzzer. What a momentum.
Justice Woods had a good shot, but she ends up finding Dariana Gates for an even better shot, more high percentage shot right underneath the goal for 2.
Yeah, 45-12 at half. Nikia Birch in a little bit of a foul trouble issue. Don't see that a lot, but I think it's something, you've got a good lead if you're the Trojets, but you kind of want to be prepared for a situation like this because Nikia Birch is so dependable.
She's valuable.
But when you get into foul trouble, you want to make sure she, is going to be available to play in the second half. So when you get in foul trouble early, you got to hit the bench, and that's what they did. So how are you going to respond? And that was a good response by the Trojets, and I thought that was fantastic. So we'll take a quick break, 45-12 here. Regional basketball tournament on Tuesday night, Class 4A. Douglas Trojets, Cash Lady Bulldogs. Trojets up 45-12, halftime. Here, sponsored by SSM Health. First Security Bank, Love Student of the Month, Oklahoma City Community College and Super Prep. We'll be back.
City, it's me, Miles Perry, and save the date, March 28th. Yes, I said March 28th. And the reason why is because of Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3 Showcase. Any current high school athlete can attend the showcase, so can unsigned seniors and JUCO products. The event will be ran by local high school coaches and professional skills trainers. It'll be held at OAC, Oklahoma Athletic Center here in Oklahoma City. You guys can watch and listen to the event at PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. That is PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. You guys, register today. There's limited spots available. College coaches will be there, but like I said, there's limited spots available. So the link and the QR code will present here in just a little bit, but make sure you guys register today. It's the biggest event in Oklahoma. Peace.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Oh yeah, that's the sound of a good time. The sizzle, the flavor, the bite you've been waiting for. And you deserve it, because when it comes to burgers, why settle for ordinary? Big taste, big smiles, big moments, all stacked between two buns. And you can only get it at Just Burgers. Just Burgers, nothing else compares.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwest.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
Oh, yeah. That's the sound of a good time. The sizzle, the flavor, the bite you've been waiting for. And you deserve it, because when it comes to burgers, why settle for ordinary? Big taste, big smiles, big moments. All stacked between two buns. And you can only get it at Just Burgers. Just Burgers. Nothing else compares.
City, it's me, Miles Perry, and save the date, March 28th. Yes, I said March 28th. And the reason why is because of Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3 Showcase. Any current high school athlete can attend the showcase, so can unsigned seniors and JUCO products. The event will be ran by local high school coaches and professional skills trainers. It'll be held at OAC, Oklahoma Athletic Center here in Oklahoma City. You guys can watch and listen to the event at PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. That is PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. You guys, register today. There's limited spots available. College coaches will be there, but like I said, there's limited spots available. So the link and the QR code will present here in just a little bit, but make sure you guys register today. It's the biggest event in Oklahoma. Peace.
Day and time, Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock. Every Saturday, we discuss high school sports from across the state, from the smallest to the largest classes. And we have all the insights and highlights from people at the games, our Prep Zone insiders. Find out about the teams, coaches, and athletes you need to know from around the state. So tune in Saturday mornings at 11 for the Prep Zone, right here on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM, KIMB.
It's rodeo time. That's right, baby. It's the 26th Red Dirt.
Oklahoma City, it's me, Miles Perry, and save the date, March 28th. Yes, I said March 28th. And the reason why is because of Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3 Showcase. Any current high school athlete can attend the showcase, so can unsigned seniors and JUCO products. The event will be ran by local high school coaches and professional skills trainers. It'll be held at OAC, Oklahoma Athletic Center here in Oklahoma City. You guys can watch and listen to the event at PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. That is PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. You guys, register today. There's limited spots available. College coaches will be there, but like I said, there's limited spots available. So the link and the QR code will present here in just a little bit, but make sure you guys register today. It's the biggest event in Oklahoma. Peace.
True beauty supply. Superior blend for 103.5 in OKC, Heart and Soul, 92.1 and 1140 Studio, and online at OKStateFair.com. That's OKStateFair.com. Tickets starting at just $10, not including service charge. This event is being brought to you by Federal Credit, Oklahoma Law Cowboy, 100% Bell Bond, Metro 10, Perry, Publishing and Broadcast. It's the biggest event to hit the city. The 26th annual Red Dirt Rodeo. Saturday at the all-new OG&E Coliseum. This is an event you don't want to miss. Don't you miss.
Are you looking to rent a car? Better yet, do you need to rent a car but don't want to go through the hassle? If you said yes, let the professionals at A+ Rent a Car put you in a rental vehicle today. They have low rates and the only requirements to rent a vehicle is you must be at least 21 years of age with a valid license, utility bill, and lease. Deposits are as low as $100. That's it. Low daily and weekly rental rates are available and great cars to choose from. A+ Rent a Car is located at 2906 Northwest 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. Check out our website at apluscarental.com or call 405-602-0000. That's 405-602-0000 for A Plus Rent-A-Car. They accept cash, debit, prepaid, and credit cards.
All right, welcome back to the SSM Health Halftime Show. Sometimes a player needs the services. Sports medicine specialist. SSM Health Hospitals have a great team of medical providers to help heal players from their injuries and get them back into the game. So we appreciate SSM Health being our halftime show sponsor here on OKC Sports Radio 105.3, streaming live the PPBC TV. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick. Dylan Tribble to my right. Our score here at halftime. The Douglas Trojets up 45-12 on the Cash Lady Bulldogs. Dominant first half for the Trojets. Do you expect that to continue? How does Cash adjust going into the second half?
To be quite honest with you, I do expect that to continue because of how well the Trojets play defensively. Like we talked about it, at the first of the game, the shots weren't falling, but it didn't matter at the end of the day because they locked in on defense and started getting out in transition. Those fast break buckets took a toll on Cash, and it was a track meet. The score is what it is now. So Cash, they got a really tall mountain to climb. It's not impossible, but it's going to be highly difficult. They got to try to find a flow offensively, which Douglas is all over the passing lanes. They're very aggressive, so it's going to be difficult. Not impossible, but difficult.
I do admire the tenacity, the intensity, if you will, with this Cash Lady Bulldog basketball team. It's a young team. Douglas Trojets have them beat on size, but these Lady Bulldogs play hard. I know the score isn't indicative of that, but they really do give a high effort. And there's a baseline drive. Kicks it back out. Really good ball distribution here for the Lady Bulldogs. Madison Lehman to Probst. Avery turns around, puts up the shot off the glass. No good. Rebounded Camille Mason. She runs right, tries to find, and does find Nakiah Burge.
That's called threading the needle. Nakiah Burge was in between two defenders. Don't know how the pass got there, but it did, and Nakiah finished.
And she's really difficult to stop right there on the block underneath the basket, and they're going to call a jump ball. Nakiah Burge makes the stop, and possession arrow points to the Trojets.
That's why she's a two-way player. She does it on both ends, offense and defense.
Here's Aaliyah Combs bringing it up the floor, left side to Mason. Mason back up top to Burge, down low to Gates. Working her way off the glass, no good. Rebounded Cash Bulldogs. Lady Bulldogs pushing it up the floor at their own pace on the right side. Well, now left side. 3-point shot, no good. Macy Nunley tried to knock that down, but failed, and Douglas gets the rebound, and it's off to the races. Nice shot.
Burge stops on a dime, takes the pivot to the inside, and shows off her touch.
Almost a hook shot, at least really similar. 49-12 Douglas Trojets. Here is Madison.
Good block by Nakiah Burge, and Justice Woods gets the loose ball and finishes for two in transition.
Nice finger roll by Justice Woods, who's playing with rhythm and knocking down easy buckets like that in fast break. And Cash gets the ball back up top. Now goes left and stolen.
Talia Combs with the steal.
And she's going to get her own layup on a fast break. Really well played. Instant transition offense by Leah Combs, I've been really impressed with. We talk about the growth, the evolution of this basketball team. Nothing stays the same. You know, we call some games early in the fall, October. You get into late February, you're either better or you're worse, right? Like the status quo is ever changing, and I've really admired Aaliyah Combs' progress as a basketball player, and seems like she's gotten much more comfortable. She's going to be dependent on heavily the further they go in this thing, in this postseason. We know state tournament is looming. You want to take the best route possible, and the best route possible is winning, right? Winning. So they're in a good spot right now, 53-12 here in the third quarter. Again, our title sponsors, SSM Health, First Security Bank, Love Student of the Month, Oklahoma City Community College, and Super Prep. We want to thank our producer back at the station, Wes Wilder. Really do appreciate his work ethic. Brendan is our producer, and Taz is our cameraman, so we appreciate it. All right, here comes Cash on the right side. Stops right there at half court. Now goes past half court, trying to bully past Justice Woods. Left side wing. She drives, stops, needs help, kicks it. Wing, three-point shot, no good. Rebounded Woods. Woods throws it cross court to Birds on the left side. Birds to Gates. Extra pass underneath. Camille Mason doesn't get the bucket. It's rebounded by Cash. Lady Bulldogs on the left side. Trying to cut this deficit as much as they can. Moves it up top. Birds not giving them any room to run. Has to dish it to Probst. Avery Probst of Cash, Oklahoma. Goes left, trying to get past Justice Woods. Loses her dribble. Needs help. Finds Nunley. Nunley trying to dribble in the paint. Now kicks it back out, left side. Nunley gets the ball back in the corner. Camille Mason is right in front of her and drives her, takes her baseline. Does she step out of bounds?
Yeah, she did. I thought they may have called a foul, but they did not. It's just going to be a turnover. Stepped out of bounds. That's that Douglas Trojets defense that we know good and well.
Yeah, here's Mason back up top to Burge driving. Gets another offensive foul.
Oh, wow. If that's an offensive
she is
foul,
frustrated.
which it is, that's going to be her fourth.
Yeah, that's foul number 4. They're going to put Chloe Smith in for Burge.
Oh, man, that's tough. So 4 fouls for Nakai Burge. Her coaches are talking to her. They know she's frustrated, but the good thing is they have a big lead. It's 53-12, 4:50 left in the third quarter. I know she's mad, but guess what? She's got some great teammates to depend on.
Well, and this is a learning experience for this Trojet team. You need to learn how to play without Nakia Burge in case she gets into foul trouble again. That's a great block by Justice Woods. Running on the left side, crossover in the paint. Takes on the contact, gets fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, great job, Justice Woods. Once she gets a rebound, it's a fast break because she has a great handle that time. She takes it all by herself to the rim, draws a contact. Here's the first free throw. Good.
Shooters roll. 54 points for the Douglas Trojets. Can they get to that 55-point mark here in the third quarter? Got it. 55-12. It's been all Trojets. And they feel confident, Dylan. I mean, this is a team that they feel like they can contend for a state championship and get back to that championship game that they were at last year. Oh, what a steal by Justice Woods. Got in the passing lane. Took it, now finds Chloe Smith on the run, and it's a bucket.
Yeah, great job on that fast break. Good passing leads to an easy layup for Smith.
Cash on the right side, Cadence Fricky, and dishes to Ford Copeland. Gets it stolen. Leah Combs on the left side, now runs to the right side and kicks it to the left side for Dariana Gates with the jumper.
The mid-range jumper is alive and well. Dariana Gates, nice stop and pop.
And she doesn't blink when shooting it. You know, last year I felt like she was a little hesitant taking that shot.
Yeah, she might have passed that.
Not anymore.
No hesitation this
Different
time.
Player. Now, she did get beat off the dribble, but the shot is Smith and gets the rebound. Fires it over to Mason. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, a little bit behind Mason that time. She couldn't corral the pass, so it's going to be Lady Bulldogs basketball. 3:24 left in the third. 59-12. Trojets are up very big.
And Madison's going to inbound it to Avery for the Lady Bulldogs of Cache, Oklahoma. Across half court. Past Woods. Well, Woods still in front of her. Now drives baseline. Good defense by Justice Woods of Douglas. Loose ball. Tried to make the pass, and Madison Lima gets the recovery for Cash so they can keep possession. Goes left. Stolen. Chloe Smith. Left hand all the way. Puts up the shot. Gets fouled. She'll go to the line. I think that was Chloe Smith. Never mind.
I don't think we have that player on a roster. It's not Chloe Smith. It looked like her from up here in the bird's nest. But it's going to be a different player for the Trojettes. She earns
number
her
5,
trip.
who we don't have on our roster either.
Yeah, she earns a trip to the free throw line. First
we will
attempt,
fix that and make sure we have the correct numbers for our broadcast on Saturday or Friday, depending on who wins this game. But right now, I think you can feel pretty confident.
You can make a safe bet. Yeah. You can roll the dice and see what happens.
Depends.
Number 5 is good on her second.
Yep, to get to the 60 mark. Really good start here for the Trojettes in the second half. 2:43 left in the third. Here's Cash, kicks it out. 3-point attempt, got it to go. Number 12, Madeline Thomason with the 3-point shot. Really well executed play. Kicks it up top to Crawford. Now to
It's going to be a travel on number 5 for
yeah.
the Trojettes. Got a little too excited.
Got to tap dancing over there on Lawrence Cut Joe Court. That is not allowed.
Definitely not. So it's going to be
See if
Lady
Cash can
Bulldogs.
cut this deficit, and no, cannot. Cadence was trying to save the basketball from going out of bounds. It just barely fell on the line, and that's going to be a turnover. Trojet ball. Here comes Justice Woods on the sideline. Home side crowd inbounds it to Nyjah Crawford. Another senior on this basketball team. Been dealing with a shoulder injury. She's playing through it. Now they get it to 34. Working their way, gets the offensive board, and now gets knocked out of bounds. It will remain Douglas Trojet basketball.
Yeah, they're trying to get 34 involved in the painted area. I like the idea, trying to get her some touches, give her a feel around that rim. Stays with the Trojettes, but we do have a timeout now. 2:11 left in third, 60-15, all Trojettes.
Stay tuned for our Super Prep player of the game. Super Prep is a premier sports outlet featuring the very best in high school and college student athletes in the city, in the state, and the nation. Super Prep can be found on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and on social media as Super Prep OK. Different feel in the gym today. I think, being in postseason, I know it's early, but you just have this different type of mindset, a different type of way that you look at the game, knowing that, the end is near and you've got a lot to play for now. And even in the regular season, you want to win games and make your record better, but it wasn't the end of the world. And it wouldn't be the end of the world tonight. Like, it's not the end of the world for Cash, but the loser of this game will have to fight their way through the consolation bracket. It's a much more difficult road to take. You've got to win 5 in a row. If you were to lose this game today, you'd have to win 5 in a row against some really good basketball teams to get a state tournament berth. And that's tremendously difficult. And there would be no room for a loss.
Right, no room for error whatsoever.
If you were to win today, you would advance to the regional tournament championship and be in better position to make area and compete for a spot in the state tournament. Loose ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Lady Bulldog basketball.
Yep, it's off the knee of Corrine Carter, so it does go to the Trojettes, actually. So it's going to be Crawford to bring it up. Wasn't sure if we'd see her. Like you mentioned, she's battling a shoulder injury.
Well, she's a tough young lady, and it's her senior year. She's going to give it all she's got and play through some pain, and no problems about it. Nice mid-range miss by Justice Woods. She is fouled and goes to the free throw line. It just seems like Justice Woods goes to the free throw line early and often throughout basketball games this year.
Yeah.
Just a talent that she's developed.
She's just smart with the basketball. She has a high basketball IQ. She knows when she gets past that defender that she's got them either on her hip or on her back. That time she stops because she could feel the defender, takes the contact, draws the foul, knocks down the first free throw, and now she has one more to go.
Yep, absolutely, and got that one to go as well.
So now it's 64-15, Douglas on top. Minute 31 left in the third. Douglas is still coming out with the full court defensive pressure here. It's Gatewood now on ball.
Yeah, and she's got some spunk to her. I mean, when she comes in with fresh legs, she don't stop moving there. Rebounded by Trojets, and it looks to be Chloe Smith on the right side, trying to cross it over, gets it to Gatewood, spins on the baseline, puts up the shot, no good. Steps out of bounds. It's going to be...
It's Cache basketball.
Yeah. Lady Bulldogs. You ever been to Cache, Oklahoma?
I have not. The closest I've been is Lawton.
Here's Cache in the middle. Logo gets crossed, goes left. Madison Lima putting up the shot. It's no good. It was Corrine Carter's. Usually had a higher percentage from the perimeter this year, under a minute left here in the third. Trojets in the corner. Now goes three-point shot. Bang!
Nice ball movement. They have Crawford, a lethal shooter, on the wing for an open three, and it is money.
She loves it. She loves it. I think that you need to talk about confidence. Nyjah Crawford has so much trust in her team, and it makes her feel better about her game. So when she shoots shots like that, she makes them more than misses. It almost got in the middle of the passing lanes, but Cache still retains the possession, drives baseline, avoids a double team. And Corrine Carter is going to get fouled on her way to the rim. So she'll go to the line. Shot is missed. 2 free throws for the Lady Bulldogs of Cache, Oklahoma.
What do you say, Swick? Free throws are the most open shot you're going to get against the Trojets defense.
Yeah.
And Carter knocks down her first. You got to take advantage of these.
That's right.
Not much time, and you're down big. 10 seconds left in the third. Carter makes the second.
Yeah. Carter, confident shooter. She doesn't stick around. You know, some people really go through her routine. She just said, give me the ball, let me shoot. Here's Crawford again off the glass, no good. Offensive board, putback is good. Number 5 for the Douglas Trojets. We'll have that name for you.
Her teammates got very hyped to see her first bucket of the game go down. Love the excitement. You can tell that these girls love playing for one another. It's postseason basketball, so it just means more. They're making memories for a lifetime right now in this present moment. So 69-17 is the score here at Douglas. It's been all Trojets going into the fourth quarter. They got a very comfortable lead against the Lady Bulldogs of Cache. So Cache has got a very, very tall, steep mountain to try to climb.
Yeah, so if Douglas continues at the rate that they're going right now and ends up winning this game, we'll find out fourth quarter. We could have a major upset. Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe we see a massive amount of points, and Cache sets the record for most points scored in the fourth quarter. You just never know in the state of Oklahoma. But winner of this game will play at 6 o'clock on Saturday, and we'll play the winner of Lone Grove and Pauls Valley. And we hope to have that score at some point tonight. Let you know the matchup.
Got a steal by Chloe Smith. Crawford comes up with the loose
change. Fires it over to Gatewood. Now inside the 34, off the glass, no good. Are they going to call it over the back on number 5?
No, it's going to be a foul. Oh, yeah, you're right, Swick. It's going to be an offensive foul on number 5 of Douglas, so it's Cache basketball.
Yeah, they're going to inbound the ball on the left side. Cadence Fricky. Gonna go right to Carter. Carter drives, loses control, regains it. Now in the corner to Fricky. Gatewood's right in front of her. Now dribbles, dishes to Jada Ford Copeland. Misses a shot, rebounded Gatewood. Gatewood, like a girl possessed, loses control as she entered the paint. Recovered by Cash. Lady Bulldogs moving it on the right side. Madison Lima on the wing, drives left. Nyjah Crawford, here's a three-point shot, got it! Big time shot by number 21, Kareem Carter for the Lady Bulldogs of Cash.
Tough shot, highly contested, gets it to go.
High post of 34, puts up a shot, can't get the shooter's roll, rebounded. Madison Lima. Bringing it up the floor, right down the middle. Trying to cross up, but goes right. Jada Ford Copeland, three-point opportunity, missed. Rebounded Jaden Gatewood. Here's Chloe Smith, over under, puts up the shot, no good, but her teammate was there with the board, no good on the putback. Somehow comes up with it again. They'll restart their half-court set. Goes down low to number 5. Got dribbled off her toe right into the hands of Chloe Smith, who's moving it around. Gets it back to Smith on the right side, up top to Gatewood, left side to Crawford for 3. No good on the glass, offensive board. They're going to call a foul on the floor here, I believe, on
it's a reaching foul on Cash. I know that for a fact. So it will stay with the Lady Trojettes. At their own baseline, Justice Woods comes in. We got mass subs. Nakia Burge back in. Dariana Gates back in.
Yeah, they'll run their inbound play. Woods is looking for the open player, finds Gates in the paint. He's going to back out, move it around the top, restart their half-court set. Woods gets it on the left side. Turnaround jumper, no good. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Cash basketball. 69-20. Douglas Trojettes here in the fourth quarter in a really good position to advance to the regional tournament championship. Got to hold on for 5 minutes and 45 more seconds. Here's Cash on the right side in the paint. Kicks it out, now back up top. Carter spins, trying to get past Gates, but dishes back to her teammate on the outside. Drives. Avery Probst turnaround, hook shot, no good. Rebounded Justice Wood. Turns around and starts sprinting. Right side. Three-point shot. Brandy Gibson, ladies and gentlemen, knocking down the 3.
Great court vision by Justice Woods to find Dixon in the corner for a money 3-ball to make it 72-20.
Well, great vision to find the shooter, and Brandy Dixon was just that. Stolen by Chloe Smith. Now it's off to the races on the right side. Gatewood gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2.
Yep, Gatewood able to draw that foul on number 1, Fricky of Cash. So now it's going to be Jaden Gatewood, the senior, at the charity stripe for 2 shots. It's 4:58 left in the game, 72-20. Here's Gatewood with her first free throw. Can't hit.
All right, here we go. Got to be a little bit more concentrating on that, and everybody deals with free throw pressure. I'm not one to judge, right? Like, you've got a lot of people watching. It's different than practicing at the gym.
No doubt about it.
It's just a different vibe, different energy. Misses the second one. 72-20 here. 52-point lead here by the Trojettes. 3-point shot miss. Gatewood with the rebound. Fires it over to Justice Woods. Behind the back, mid-range, bang. Wow.
That's some beautiful basketball right there by Justice Woods. Behind the back to the inside, pull-up jumper in the lane. Cash.
Here's Cash on the left side. Euro, and no offensive foul, but she turns around and makes a shot. Thought that Chloe was going to get the charge. Here's Gatewood for 3. Bang! She's feeling it. Senior Jaden Gatewood. Confident shooting the 3-point shot on that play to get to the 77 mark. Cash on the left side. Drives. Probst. Fakes the shot, turns, gets the shot, no good. Rebounded Gates, who fires it to Woods. Woods in the paint, Euro, kicks it back out. Thought about taking the three. Dariana takes the three and got the shooter's roll.
Everybody is just feeling it right now. Dariana Gates showing off her game. Top of the key three ball, hits the rim 2 times, and the third time it goes through the hoop for 3.
All right, knocks out of bounds.
It's Chloe Smith going for that steal.
We've got a really good game on Pauls Valley Lone Grove. The winner of that game plays the winner of this game on Saturday at 6 o'clock.
What's the score on that one?
Lone Grove 53, Pauls Valley 43 in the third quarter. I actually predicted that it was Pauls Valley would come away with the victory, and right now they're losing. So
got a reach and foul. Chloe Smith trying to get that steal.
Want to thank our producer Brennan for giving us that information.
Shout out Brennan, man. Good
All right,
young
quick
kid.
Substitution.
He's like a son to both of us. You know?
He really is. He
makes us proud.
And in fact, he calls me dad, and it's really nice. And I say, I love you, son. All right, kicks it out left side. Here's Cash. Drives. Trying to get past Chloe Smith or Aaliyah Combs. Rebounds, firing it to Dakaya Burge, who's back in the game. She's been in foul trouble for most of it. Hasn't stepped out on the floor for very long here in the second half. But they're going to play her now. And quick timeout by the Cash Lady Bulldogs. We'll take a quick timeout too. Come back, finish this game out here on OKC Sports Radio and PPBC TV. We'll be back.
Oklahoma City, it's me, Miles Perry, and save the date, March 28th. Yes, I said March 28th. And the reason why is because of Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3 Showcase. Any current high school athlete can attend the showcase, so can unsigned seniors and JUCO products. The event will be ran by local high school coaches and professional skills trainers. It'll be held at OAC, Oklahoma Athletic Center here in Oklahoma City. You guys can watch and listen to the event at PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. That is PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. You guys, register today. There's limited spots available. College coaches will be there, but like I said, there's limited spots available. So the link and the QR code will present here in just a little bit, but make sure you guys register today. It's the biggest event in Oklahoma. Peace.
We are back still in fourth quarter here for regional tournament action on this Tuesday here in Class 4A District 2 matchup. Well, actually 2 different districts, but both teams vying for a spot in the regional tournament championships between Douglas and Cash. Girls basketball game. It's been all Trojets up 80-22 with 2:40 left in the game. Cash is playing really hard. They've just got a really young team. Here's a three-point attempt, no good. Loose ball. Dariana Gates comes up with it on the right side, fires it over the left side to Burge, takes the three, no good. Gets her own rebound at the three-point line, drives, puts up the shot, gets it to fall.
A lot of
Nakia
contact.
Burge.
I thought there could have been an and one there, but they don't call it. Nakia Burge finishes a tough bucket.
Yeah, up 60 points right now. Trojets are feeling it. Remember, they won by 62 over Star Spencer in the district championship.
Nakia Burge pushing up the court.
Lost it, goes out of bounds, and inbounded to Cash. Now they're off to the races. 1-on-1. Euro puts it up. Wow, a bucket by number 4, Madison Lima. Describe that play. That
Just
was an interesting
insane circus shot by Madison. It was one-on-one fast break. She could feel the defender coming on her, and she's not even facing the basket. She's almost past it and just behind her back just throws the ball up because she knows she's getting fouled. It ends up going through the hoop for 2 and an and 1 for Madison.
Yeah, I call that the prayer shot, and the prayer was answered.
Yeah, answered prayer. No good on the free throw. Nakia Burge with the rebound and a quick timeout. Substitutions for Cash. No timeout, just a sub. So it's 1:50 left in the game. Trojets 82-24. They're on top. They're going to end up winning this basketball game. Yeah. Crawford to Gates on the left wing.
Ooh, great post positioning by Chloe Smith. Now they get it inside to 34, gets the bucket, 84-point mark. Up 60 again for the Douglas Trojans. Cash inbounds the basketball, takes a quick timeout, and Jaden Gatewood is back in the game for Nigel Crawford. Gatewood played very well today. Had that big three-point shot earlier in the game. Madeline Thomason. Oh, stolen. 34 comes up with it, 2-on-1. She's going to take it herself off the glass. It's good.
Wow. Great job by 34 with the inside back out finish in transition.
Absolutely, and Cash has the basketball. That's Tatiana Ford Copeland. Loose ball in the paint. Going to be a jump ball call. And it's going to be Douglas Trojet basketball with 45.7 seconds left. They're up 86-24. I think it's safe to say the Trojets are going to be playing 6 o'clock on Saturday in the regional championship. The question is who? It's going to be between Lone Grove and Pauls Valley. And they're competing right now as we speak. Here's Gates, high post to Burge. Burge, left side to 5. Top to Gatewood. Goes back to 5 on the wing. Now in the corner to Burge. Burge. Post to Gates. Dishes to 5, back to Burge. They're just taking their sweet time, moving this ball around, letting it dribble out. 5 seconds left in the game, and they're going to hold on and be victorious. The Douglas Trojans have advanced to the regional championship game on Saturday at 6 o'clock right here at Lawrence Cudjoe Court. They have advanced into another step in the postseason. 6-24. There we go. All right, reaction to the game, Dylan. Super Prep player of the game.
Okay, yeah, I can definitely give you that. Our Super Prep player of the game is going to end up being number 24, Dariana Gates. She literally showed off every different aspect of her basketball game. She did it on defense, getting steals, getting blocks, great assists on the offensive side, good shooting, good finishes in the paint. Dariana Gates, she did it all tonight, and that's why she's our Super Prep player of the game.
All right, now it's the boys' turn. The Douglas Trojans and the Cash Bulldogs playing for the same thing, a spot in the regional championship on Saturday at 7:30. Tonight's a big ball game, and we're going to bring it to you live on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 KIMB and streaming live on PPBC TV. Sponsored by SSM Health, First Security Bank, Love Student of the Month, Oklahoma City Community College, and Super Prep. We'll take a brief commercial break. We'll come back, play an interview we did with point guard Trevor Snell, talk about both teams, and tip-off will be underway. So keep it locked to PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3.
Oklahoma City, it's me, Miles Perry, and save the date, March 28th. Yes, I said March 28th. And the reason why is because of Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3 Showcase. Any current high school athlete can attend the showcase, so can unsigned seniors and JUCO products. The event will be ran by local high school coaches and professional skills trainers. It will be held at OAC, Oklahoma Athletic Center here in Oklahoma City. You guys can watch and listen to the event at PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. OKC Sports Radio 105.3. You guys, register today. There's limited spots available. College coaches will be there, but like I said, there's limited spots available. So the link and the QR code will present here in just a little bit, but make sure you guys register today. It's the biggest event in Oklahoma. Peace.
105.3. Can you or maybe one of your kids got them handles? If you answer yes, sign up now and get your basketball game.
Injuries don't wait. for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Hey, sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
Oklahoma City, it's me, Miles Perry, and save the date, March 28th. Yes, I said March 28th. And the reason why is because of Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3 Showcase. Any current high school athlete can attend the showcase, so can unsigned seniors and JUCO products. The event will be ran by local high school coaches and professional skills trainers. It'll be held at OAC, Oklahoma Athletic Center here in Oklahoma City. You guys can watch and listen to the event at PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. That is PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. You guys, register today. There's limited spots available. College coaches will be there, but like I said, there's limited spots available. So the link and the QR code will present here in just a little bit, but make sure you guys register today. It's the biggest event in Oklahoma. Peace.
Dale at OU. What a senior year for Buddy as he finished averaging 25 points and 5.7 rebounds per game, and he led the nation in three-pointers made. Better yet, Hild, along with teammates Ryan Spangler, Isaiah Cousins, Jordan Woodard, and Kadeem Latin, made the Final Four before losing to Villanova in the semifinals. But he's done all right for himself. He's made over $120 million, and Buddy's still working, now a member of the Atlanta Hawks. In fact, Buddy had to leave the game early, and he walked out of the Lloyd Noble Center with a smile from ear to ear as his number 24 is now in the Sooner Rafters at OU. For the OKC Sports Minute, I'm James Hale.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-550-9651. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-550-9651. That's 800-550-9651. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
All right, welcome back to Tuesday night regional tournament, postseason basketball action. We're minutes away from tip-off here between the Douglas Trojans and the Cash Bulldogs. Winner will advance to the regional championship on Saturday at 7:30. Our broadcast is sponsored by SSM Health, First Security Bank, Love's Student of the Month, Oklahoma City Community College, and Super Prep. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick, basketball analyst Dylan Tribble to my right. Caught up with Douglas Trojan point guard Trevor Snell. I love that kid. He's such a competitor. He loves the game, and he trusts his teammates. And he will be depended on heavily tonight. I talked with him before the game. All right, I'm here with Douglas Trojan, Trevor Snell, point guard. Postseason's here, Trev. I mean, it's right here now. You're coming off a district 2 championship, winner of tonight's games, puts you in the regional championship. Seems like you're on the right track to get a berth into that state tournament, but there's work to be done, and there's work to be done tonight against Cache. How you feeling about the game?
I feel amazing. I feel like recently we've been stringing together great practices as a team, and that means a lot. As Coach Shee says, our best basketball needs to come late February, early March, so that means a lot to us.
What's practice been like this past week preparing for this game?
Competitive, great mindsets. I mean, it's throughout everybody. Even if you know, some people might not get to play, they might have to support, but regardless, they're coming in there with some great energy, which helps everybody, and it gets us flowing.
Now, you know what postseason basketball is all about. You've been a part of this team. You've had the experience. How do you use that to your advantage going forward?
I use it to help me in every way. Like, even in my IQ, I know what the surroundings is going to be like in playoff basketball. I know how I need to, make my team flow better. I feel like last year we expected too much and we ended up coming short, so that hurt us. So this year we're coming with a different chip on our shoulder.
Well, and again, we're talking with Trevor Snell. Trevor, I've really been impressed with your overall play this year. I just feel like it looks like you're more confident out there. Your dribbling ability is A+. The way you kind of set the tempo. And also, when you and your teammates score, it's boom, back on defense. There's not a whole lot of thought that goes into it. You tell me, what's this year been like for you as a basketball player at Douglas compared to last year?
It's been amazing. Last year I had a big role. Booker T, I didn't even know if I was going to get in that game. And if he put me in a big moment, I feel like I did it well. So this year I know what I can do. So I'm here to exert it and show people that I could be the greatest point guard in the state.
Now, talk to me about some of your teammates. Who can we anticipate tonight? Who do you feel like you're going to really have to depend on tonight in the game?
Marty House is coming off a 41-point game off of Grind Prep. That's a solid team right there on a senior night. So, we even text about it all the time between me and my teammates. We all know we're coming with the chip on our shoulder. Jamel Morris, Chris Harris has been stepping up humongously. Zio Pogba, same mindset every day. Kingston Hall, Xavier. The whole team, they just know what they want, and we're here to get it.
Well, and that's kind of the beauty of the Douglas Trojans is you don't really know whose night it's going to be. You just kind of let the game flow dictate. Would that be right?
Yes, sir. That's exactly right. As you see, Marty had a 41-point game, and that's what we're here to do. Mel might go for 30, Zio might go for 30. Even when we went to St. Louis and played top teams, Chris went for 20. That's what it's all about.
Well, let me ask you this. What is the mentality that your team has in the locker room going into tonight, going into the rest of the postseason? Do you feel like your team is prepared to get back in that state tournament and compete for a state championship?
I feel like we've been preparing ourselves great. We preach ourselves on 32 minutes, 1 through 4, just playing as hard as we can. And now, since it's late playoff time, we don't know when our last possession might be, so every possession we just want to go our hardest.
Point guard Trevor Snell, Douglas Trojans, good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right, you heard it, Trevor Snell. Point guard Douglas Trojans. We're going to get the Douglas Trojans starting lineup introduced right there. There's Trevor Snell, number 2. King Hall is going to start tonight, number 1, senior. Marty House, number 3. Chris Harris Jr., 43, center. Zio Pogba going to get the start as well, number 5, going through his dance with Trevor Snell. And then, of course, Jamil Morris. And that's going to be your starting lineup for the Douglas Trojans.
And for the visiting team, the Cache Bulldogs, it's going to be number 1, Kenyon Sweat. Number 3, Jacob Wamuva. Number 5, Chandler Lima. Number 10, Reed Gillespie. And number 11, Jagger Wyatt.
All right, very good. Very good. Keys to victory here for the Douglas Trojans.
Play your game, set the tone on defense, let that turn into easy offense on the other end, kind of like what we saw with that Trojets team. That's just the Douglas DNA as a whole. We know what Coach Steve wants them to do. He wants them to play intense defense. He wants them to get out and run and transition. Just be poised. Don't let the game be too much. Play your game, live in the moment, and at the end of the day, have fun with it.
Absolutely. It's going to be tough to out-jump Chris Harris, Jr., stands 6'10". Junior center for the Douglas Trojans. But yet, Cash succeeds, gets first possession to start the game. Number 11, Jagger Wyatt with the basketball. Trying to get past Monty House on the left side. Needs help, but there's no one to be there except Jacob Wumova.
Tongue twister for sure.
There you go. Back to number 11, Jagger Wyatt up top. Crossing over, goes right to Wumova. Wumova trying to get past Zio Pogba. Now he's got to back it up a little bit further. He's right there at the logo now. Right side to number 5, Chandler Lima.
Try to penetrate the lane. It's stolen by Douglas, and we got a fast break. Layup by Zio Pogba.
Quick 2 in transition for the senior Zio Pogba. Now they're pressing, making it tough. Almost stolen by Jamil Morris. Left side to Jagger Wyatt, puts up the shot, no good. Chris Harris Jr. with the rebound. Fires it over to King Hall. Monty House up top, right side to Pogba for 3. Bang!
2 for 2, that's Zio. This time it's from three-point land. He's got all 5.
Yep, first 5 points of the game, Zio Pogba.
We got a trap in the corner. It's going to end up being a turnover on Cash. Great defensive pressure right there by Zio and Madi to get the ball right back to the Trojans.
Yeah, Monty House coming up with a 41-point game against Grind Prep Academy. That was a very impressive performance, and obviously he has grown tremendously as a leader and as a basketball player.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He's been around the program forever.
Let's go to our producer who's got something to say about the Pauls Valley Lone Grove game.
All right, the final score on the Lone Grove versus Pauls Valley game was 59-48. So the Trojans will play Lone Grove right here at Frederick A. Douglass High School Saturday night at 6 o'clock. That game will be right here on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 HD1, as well as streaming live on PPBC TV.
Thank you very much from our producer, Brennan. Surprising outcome. I had Pauls Valley winning that. I was wrong. Lone Grove will be traveling to Douglas for the regional championship to take on the girls team at 6 o'clock on Saturday. Winner of this game will play at 7:30 on Saturday right here on this floor.
Once again, Douglas defense creates a turnover, and they'll set up their half-court set this time.
Going through their weave, and alley-oop, just...
It almost went in the bucket. That was Madi trying to find Zio. Ends up hitting the rim.
Cash gets the rebound. Jagger Wyatt trying to get past Pogba, goes left side, hands off to Reed Gillespie. Reed Gillespie overlooking the defense, goes right. Wumova trying to get past King, goes left side. Good ball distribution to trying not to turn it over and maybe wear down this Douglas defense a little bit. The problem is Douglas don't get tired.
Yeah, they're very well at conditioning at practice. Man-to-man defense. Now they try to get the trap.
Here's a wide open three-point shot. Bang! Reed Gillespie gets on the bucket to get within 2. First score for Cash. Douglas Trojans bringing it up. Up top is Monty House, now right side of King Hall. High post now in the corner. Three-point shot. Pogba again.
Money from the corner. That's Zio. Back-to-back threes for him.
8 points for Zio Pogba in the first quarter. First 3 minutes of the game. Here's Cash on the left side. Look at Wumova with the floater, no good. Pogba with the rebound. Having a really good start. Here's Madi, tries to feed the big fella and does. Off the glass, gets the bucket, Chris Harris Jr. is going to the line for an and one shot.
Good job by Motti to find the big body down low. That's big Chris Harris Jr. Clear size advantage on the block. You got to feed the monster, and one for Chris.
Well, and here's the thing. If you get the ball to Chris Harris Jr. on the block, you better foul him hard. Because he's going up strong. And nothing's worse than a made bucket on a foul play. You get exactly what we just saw. And he got the shooter's roll. 11-3 start here for the Douglas Trojans. Class 4A matchup between the Cache Bulldogs. Left side, Chandler Lima. Tried to dish it in loose ball, caused up with it. Keep possession. Jacob Umova trying to cross up. Monty House, who's applying really good pressure. Jaguar gets it at the top of the key. Overlooking, goes left on the wing. Chandler Lima. Lima on the right side, thought about taking the three. Wyatt's got it back. They're just moving it around the perimeter, trying to decide what to do and how they want to approach offensively. Just moving around the perimeter.
Well, they're moving around
Jackson,
the perimeter.
I think, gets it. A three-point shot again. Reed Gillespie, his second three-pointer of the game to get within 4. Nope, 5. 11-6, and
Jamel Morris is just relentless on the glass. He misses his first shot, then follows the shot, gets the own rebound, and gets 2 points on the board.
Gillespie gets back. Another three-point shot, no good. Rebounded Chris Harris Jr. Douglas gets the ball back up 13-6 with 3.5 in the first quarter. Motti for three, no good. King Hall came in for the rebound, couldn't secure it. Cache gets the ball back. Down 7. Now they'll go through their offense. Tucker Smith is in the game, and let's see, left side to Gillespie, who's had the hot hand. Now to Lima for three, no good. Off the glass, fighting for the board, it's Kingston Hall. We're going to call a reach-in foul, and I think that's going to be on 35.
Yeah, 35 is going to be Braxton Jackson, the senior center for the Cache Bulldogs. We got some substitutions. Trevor Snell comes in the game for big Chris Harris.
Yeah, it must be good to be able to interchange starter-level players because Trevor Snell started a bunch of times this year. Tonight he's coming off the bench. And now he's going to shoot the three in the corner. Can't knock it down, rebounded Cache. But, I mean, to have that kind of deep, talented roster on your, at your disposal, it is a good situation here for Douglas. All right, Cache is being very calculated with the basketball. Gillespie inbound, stolen by Millers. 2-on-2, Morris, left side, right hand, it's good, 15-6. Hard to stop that.
Yeah, he had the defender on their heels, and there was no stopping Jamel Morris in transition with the beautiful finger roll finish.
Yeah, quick little stop there.
15-6, Douglas on top, 2:22 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're moving up the press defense here and going to try and force them into a difficult situation. Inbounds it to Wamova. Now left side to Wyatt. Here come Trevor Snell and Pogba throws it, stolen. Monty House, right side to Snell. Now in the corner to Pogba, fakes the shot, drives baseline, attacks the rim. Gets fouled in the process. If he makes these two shots, he can get to 10 points for the quarter here for Zeal Pogba.
Yeah, with how hot he's been from three-point land, I thought he was going to pull up, but he didn't. He pump fakes, gets the defender in the air, drives baseline, and draws the foul.
Yeah, just blew past him. He fell for the fake.
A little short on the first free throw shot. So Zio is going to have one more. Try to make it a 10-point lead if he can knock this free throw down.
Coach Alexander communicating. Not sure what message he's trying to send to his team, but he's trying to get everybody on the same page. Pogba misses it. There was a lane
violation on Trevor King Hall, actually.
So no points would be awarded. Not that there would be. Missed the free throw shot, both of them. Now they'll apply the pressure. Gets across half court on the left side, DeAndre Frazier. Back up top to Evan Bury. Loose ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cash. It'll be Douglas basketball with under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Senior Kingston Hall's going to inbound it to Trevor Snell, the point guard, who's going to slowly bring it up the floor. Up 9 with 1:50 left in the first quarter. Left side to Motti, back up top to Snell. Right side to Puck in the corner. Down low to Morris. Hop step, puts up the shot. Blocking foul on the floor. It won't be a shooting shot. At least I don't think it will be.
But Jamel's wanted to argue with the ref. He thought it was for sure a shooting foul.
It is a shooting foul. Okay.
As it should be. Yeah, he was going into a shooting motion. Jamel is just so good at drawing contact. He knows where to get those defenders and utilize his skill and athleticism to draw the foul.
Yeah, Isaac Dorsey's coming in for Zio Paco. This is
Big
a fast lineup. Yeah, Big Chris is back in.
For King Hall.
But, yeah, going back to Jamel Morris at the free throw line, he has great body control, even when chaos is ensuing. You know, I just don't understand how he positions his body on the fly like that. He's always in the right spot at the right time. 1.5 minutes left. Cash with the basketball down 18-6 on Douglas. Jacob Wimova. Left side. Payne Davis. Back to Wimova. Davis. Frazier. Loose ball.
Yep, stolen by Douglas. Here's Monty House on the fast break.
Oh, and he's going to attack the rim. You knew he would. First points of the game to go up 20-6 in Kim House Jr. Comes Jacob Wimova for Cash, trying to get something going. This side to DeAndre Frazier, now up top. Jacob Wimova, 45 seconds left. Left side to Payne Davis. Back to Wimova at the logo. Douglas is trying to pressure. They're just taking their sweet time and playing keep away with the basketball. Here's a three-point shot by Wimova. No good. Loose ball recovered by Cash. It's the offensive board. They'll restart their half-court set. Another three-point shot. No good. Rebounded Monty House. Runs on the right side. Finds Morris.
They're going to call Jamel Morris for a travel. That's a tough one right there. I don't know.
That's
the referees,
pretty close.
Like we said earlier in the girls' game, the referees are going to call these games much tighter because it is playoff basketball. So we'll just agree with the referee on the call and move on.
Morris coming out. Xavion Bates is in the game. Xavion Bates, a really good on-ball pressure defender. Very quick feet. And he got in the passing lane right there and knocked that out of bounds.
He talked him up, and he backed you up right there. That's Xavion Bates with the deflection.
He's a well-coached young man. Of course, his dad is an assistant coach, Todd Bates. Three-point shot, no good. And that's the end of the first quarter. Douglas Trojans up 20-6. Take a quick commercial break. Second quarter action coming up next on OKC Sports Radio. 105.3, streaming live on PPBC TV, sponsored by SSM Health. First Security Bank, Love Student of the Month, Oklahoma City Community College, and Super Prep. Stick with us.
At First Security Bank, we understand the pivotal role financial support plays in transforming your business vision into reality. As your trusted community bank, we're committed to providing tailored business loan solutions to fuel your growth. Our team of financial experts stands ready to assist you with unwavering dedication. Visit us at 1541 Northeast 23rd Street or call 405-424-4341 to explore how we can best serve your financial needs. First Security Bank, your partner in progress, member FDIC.
Welcome back. Second quarter about to begin here live. The regional tournament action on a Tuesday night. OKC Sports Radio 105.3. KIMB, streaming live on PPBC TV. Douglas Trojans up 20-6 on the Cash Bulldogs. Winner of this game advances to the regional championship at 7:30 on Saturday. We will be broadcasting that game live in its entirety this upcoming weekend. Here's Trevor Snell in the game, going to inbound it to Xavion Bates. Bringing up the floor with a 14-point lead. Ramon Hines is in the game. And Hines tipped the ball and Cash recovers. Now they're off on the transition and attacks the rim and gets it to go. Jacob Wamova gets a bucket to get within 12. Right side to Hines. Back up top to Bates. Going to call out the play, run the half-court set. All right, here we go. Chris Harris gets it on the block. Jump ball. How'd they come up with that? All right, here we go. Cash. Left side to Frazier, off the glass, got it to go.
Yeah, that's the second time Cash has been able to get to the painted area and get points. Early on in the game, they were settling for threes.
Here's Snell back up top to Bates, calling out the play, crosses over, goes left to Isaac Dorsey. Penetrates, jumper, can't get the shooter's roll, rebounded by Cash. And almost recovered by Ramon Hines. Bright young talent, this Douglas Trojan basketball team. Lead is still 10. Quick substitution. Pogba's back in the game. Monty House is back in the game in place. Chris Harris Jr., Isaac Dorsey.
Mel Morris is also back in the game. We're getting ready to ask, where does the offense come from without Monty, Jamel, and Zio on the floor? But they're right back in the game. It's going to be Cash Bulldogs with the basketball, trying to penetrate this Douglas zone. Douglas is just rotating really well in this 2-3 zone. Jacob to drive, steps back out, top of the key, drives left, nowhere to go. Pulls up, does not shoot, passes to the right wing, down to the right baseline. It's number 32 with the baseline, Jay. Can't hit, that was Aiden Drew. No good on the basket. Now Douglas basketball. Got a foul on the floor by Cash.
Yep, some more substitutions there for the Bulldogs. Pretty good crowd here at Frederick A. Douglass High School. It's also going to be hosting the regional championship over the weekend. And we've got to figure out who's going to be competing for it. Jamel Morris in the game with the basketball up 10. Alley-oop! No good, but he gets his own rebound, puts it back up, misses a shot. He'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, they threw the alley a little too high. Zio was able to catch it but not finish, and he gets his own rebound and goes up, draws the contact. Now he's going to have to earn it at the charity stripe. Zio Pogba off to a really hot start tonight.
Yeah, this is where I'm always looking to see if Douglas can improve. Free throws, so important, especially late in the season when you get into those big game scenarios and you're playing good on good teams and it's a one-possession difference. Free throws can be your best friend or your worst enemy.
And Zio knocks down both of them that time.
He's got 10 points on the game.
Full court pressure. It's Xavion Bates on ball.
Payne Davis, right side. Dishes to, well, that was Jacob Wamova who got fouled on his way to the rim. He's going to the line for two. We got called for the foul there.
Didn't see the number the referee signaled on the foul. We do know it's a foul on Douglas, a shooting foul for number 3, Jacob. First free throw, it's good.
Yep, 5:52 left in the second quarter. They get within 11 here. He can cut it to 10 if he makes this free throw.
Yeah, early on, all Cash was doing was trying to knock down threes. Now that they've penetrated, they're able to get to the free throw line and draw those fouls.
Yeah, on the left side is Monty House. finds Pogba, goes up with it. Gets point number 12 for him. He's got half of Douglas's points here in the first half.
Yeah, Zio's balling out tonight. He turns it up a notch in this gym
Fakes
for the playoffs.
Three. Payne Davis up top trying to get past Pogba. Jump steps. Hands off to Gillespie, and that's a travel. It will be Douglas basketball, applying too much pressure. Gillespie's tap dancing.
Yeah, the on-ball pressure by Douglas is on point tonight.
Here's Monty House on the right side. It's a debate. Bates back up to Monty, goes in the high post to Morris, who quickly tipped it to Bates, but Bates wasn't expecting to see a return pass that quick.
Yeah, just not on the same page there. Bates was starting to cut to the basket. Mel thought he was going to stay put. So it's Cash basketball now.
Here we go. Jagger Wyatt on the right side. Now up top. Gillespie, Wumova backing it back out. Like he's testing the waters in the paint, and then he's coming back. Got Pogba trying to cross him over. Right to Payne. Payne Davis, step back, goes left to Jagger Wyatt for three. Got it to go. Big time shot by Jagger Wyatt to get to the 14 mark. Cut it to 10. Douglas with the 10-point lead in the basketball. Monty House on the right side. Now in the corner to Pogba. Finds King Hall on the block. Back to Pogba. Up top to Monty. Monty turns back to Zio for three. No good. Rebounded. Chandler Lima of Cash. You know, he's off to the races. Gets it stolen. King Hall. Lift off. Bang! Jamil Morris with the dunk.
Showing his athleticism on that fast break jam. That's Jamel Morris.
You knew immediately what was going to happen when he got the ball on and running like that. And, he almost got the steal. Gillespie's going to hold on. I don't know if Gillespie got a little hurt. It's going to be a
timeout by Cash. Smart timeout by the head coach.
There? I think so.
Mel Morris is coming up.
I'm talking to number 10.
Okay.
Reed Gillespie kind of fell awkwardly on the floor, came up limping.
So two players shook up. Mel Morris walks off holding his hand, so hope he's okay because they definitely need him in this playoff run. He's one of the key players for this Douglas team. So we got a quick timeout. Douglas is up 26-14 in the second quarter.
Just 1 second away from being 4 minutes left until halftime. Stay tuned for our SSM Health halftime show. Sometimes players need the services of sports medicine specialists. SSM Health Hospitals have a great team of providers to help them heal from their injuries and get back in the game quickly. Here's Cash on the right side. Loses control. Turnover, not a mistake you want to make often, but that was Gavin Anderson of Cash. Didn't have control of the basketball and got a free possession to the Douglas Trojans. We'll see if they can take advantage and capitalize. Bates is in the game. Now right side to Pogba. Back to Bates up top. Calling for a screen. Doesn't get it. Gives it to Monty. Back to Bates. Three-point shot. In. Xavier Bates making a three-point bucket for his team.
Great ball movement. They get it right to Bates in the shooter's motion. Knockdown money for Xavier.
Here we go. Right side, Jacob Wumova. Left, wide open three by Davis and got it to go. Payne Davis making a big bucket for Cash to keep them in this thing. Left side to Monty House. Monty on the right side, back to Bates. Bates just coming off that three-point shot, goes up to Pogba. Pogba looks left, doesn't move, starts dribbling. Calling out the play, saying, hey, let's spread out the floor a little bit. Here's Bates at the logo, right side to Pogba, back to Bates up top. Calling for a screen, doesn't get it. Left side to Monty House. King Hall at the high post. Left side, Monty. Other side, Pogba. trying to figure out what they're doing. There's a lot of ball, a lot of passing.
Didn't get the look they wanted, so they're going to set it back up.
Yeah, they're moving. They're trying to work this zone.
That's what they want. They want to get it to Mel in the paint.
And
look at that.
He leans that up, misses his first shot, gets the offensive board put back. But they're getting Cash to move and maybe wear down that zone offense, or I'm sorry, zone defense.
Yeah, for sure.
Here's Cash with the basketball. Jagger Wyatt. It's off to Jacob Womova. Womova overlooking it. Got Pogba on the left side. They thought about trapping. They go over to Davis, who hit that, and he's going to shoot it again, and why not? No good. One-handed rebound by Kingston Hall. Dishes to Bates, who's off to the races really quick. Left side to Motti. He attacks baseline, kicks it back out to Hall. Hall back to
what a pass
Morris.
by King Hall. A dime to Mel on the baseline for an easy deuce.
He can just work his footwork and make things happen. Jamel Moore is such an impressive player. They're up 33-17 with a minute 35 till halftime. And
it's out of bounds on Cash. Last touched by number 5, Chandler Lima.
Here we go.
So Douglas gets the ball once again.
Yeah, King Hall's coming out. Trevor Snell back in. Isaac Dorsey in for Jamel Morris.
33-17 is the score. 1 minute, 32 seconds left before halftime.
Yeah, in good position here going into halftime. They'd love to be in a little bit better position here. Xavier Bates bringing it up the floor. Goes left to Snell, back to Bates up top. Now right side to Pogba. High post to Motti. Motti double team, splits the double team, puts up the shot, gets the shooter's roll, and he's going to the line.
Motti says, how you like them apples? The zone collapsed on him, and he went through multiple defenders to earn that one the hard way, and one opportunity for Motti House.
Just a unique ability, and it's something you experience and really develop to take on the foul, take on the physical pressure and the aggressiveness, and still get the shot off.
Well, it's because he's been in the weight room.
Right.
And he shows that off. He showed that last game against Grime Prep.
Yeah, dropped 41 in that.
Free throw for Motti is good. 36-17 score now.
Cash trying to get somebody to throw this in. Douglas going to run the press. I think Cash gets through it. And Xavier Bates came in out of nowhere to block the pass. Otherwise, Cash was going to get an easy bucket underneath.
Yeah, you're right. Great recovery by Xavier Bates because Cash initially beat the press down the floor. It's just phenomenal hustle by Xavier Bates. The basketball will stay with the Cash Bulldogs.
They're trying to sub Chris Harris Jr. in for Trevor Snell, and they finally succeed. So Cash will inbound it from the baseline. Minute 12 left in the second quarter. They inbound it to Kenyon Sweat. Right to Womova. Womova going to back up and try to get some room in between him and Motti House. Now in the corner to Sweat. Actually, that's Frazier. Loses control. Somehow gets it to Wyatt. Now right side to Womova. 55 seconds left. Womova drives past Motti House. Jump step. Puts up the shot. No good. But his teammate Kenyon Sweat got the rebound and putback to get to 19 points here in the first half. Motti House finds Chris Harris Jr. Goes up, gets fouled to go line for 2. That's a common thing that happens to Chris Harris Jr. at the block.
Well, people don't want to get put on a poster, and I don't blame them. So what do you have to do? You got to foul them hard, and they do. So Chris is going to have to earn these at the charity stripe.
Well, and I don't want to jinx him, but I'll say something after he shoots his shot. Okay. Well, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. But I'm just saying you can take the hack-a-shack approach to Chris Harris Jr., but he is pretty good at free throws. I know he missed that first shot, but he just needs to find this rim. Practices them every day at practice, and he missed both of them. So I hyped him up a little too big. But Reed Gillespie gets it for Cash, down 36-19. We're moving on the left side. Tried to trap him, drives baseline. Kicks it in the corner, three-point shot for Cash, no good. Rizio Pogba with a rebound. Pogba's got 12 points here in the first half. He's going to slow this thing down. 19 seconds left. They'd love to take the last shot of the first half right now.
I think that's exactly what they're going to do, Swick.
10 seconds left. Savion calling for a screen, needs help, goes left. Oh, stolen by Wamova. And Cash is going to get a bucket in transition at the buzzer to make it 36-21. Not exactly the best way you want to end the first half. Reaction.
Well, I mean, they had their runs, and their runs are the reason that they're on top, 36-21. They didn't finish like they'd like to, but guess what? They got 2 more quarters of basketball left to fix those mistakes. So it looks like we got some special guests to get on the mic. Swick, 2 members of the Trojets of Douglas. We're going to have them on here, and you're going to have a conversation with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get Anisha Crawford here, senior guard for the Trojets. And we'll do a quick little interview here and get a good understanding of what happened in the game today. Anisha, really, there we go. We got the headphones set. We good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there we go. Really good victory today for you and your team, 86-24. What was your reaction? How'd you feel?
I mean, that's what we're supposed to do. I mean, we said we're going to win state, and that's where we're heading, so I didn't have no reaction. That's our goal.
How's the shoulder doing? You hit some big buckets. You had a 3-pointer there. I couldn't tell if you were in any kind of pain. How do you feel?
Oh, it hurts. For sure, it hurts. But, hey, I told you I was going to pay through it, so I'm going to have to deal with it, and, yeah.
Who impressed you teammate-wise today?
Ooh, Dariana Gates. Man,
she was our super prep player of the game. It just seems like her confidence level is through the roof. And she was just, making mid-range jumpers left and right. It's a different player every night, right. Every time the Douglas Trojets step out on the floor. Is that what makes your team so special?
Yeah, we have multiple pieces to the team. So, of course, we're going to have Dariana and Nakaya and Justice that's going to have a good game. But we always got to make sure the bench, when we come off the bench, that the bench is matching the same energy as those 3. So I feel we have multiple pieces on the team, and we're going to show y'all, of course, at this time.
Yeah, well, that kind of goes along with my next question. What do you want to do differently, or is it more of the same going into Saturday night? How do you get better after this experience? After this win tonight? Because you won 86-24, so I'm assuming you just want to keep doing what you're doing and carry that momentum into Saturday.
Yeah, just carry the momentum and push to win. I mean, we going to beat them more than we did today, and we're just going to keep going until we got that ring.
Let me ask you about Nakaya Birch, because she got into foul trouble today. Most of them were offensive fouls. How do you feel like your team responded sometimes when you lose a player or not? I mean, you didn't lose Nakaya, but you didn't have her out on the floor. How much does that change the offense or change the dynamic of this team?
It changes a lot because she's a huge scorer on the team and defensive-wise, rebounding and everything. But as Coach always say, always be ready on the bench, and we had people that was going to be ready to do the job that Nakaya had trouble with at that certain time. So when she was out, we had somebody else to step in and do the right. So, yeah.
Now, we've got Brandy Dixon. What can you tell us about Brandy Dixon? She made some really good plays here today. We're going to talk with her here shortly. What's it like having her as a teammate?
Hey, our freshie is a dog. She'll get down there and rebound. She'll shoot. She do anything you need her to do as a freshman. Hey, we don't even think she a freshman for real. We be like you a junior. Because her mind, the things she do is beyond a freshman. So, yeah, she's mature in the step of the game. Like, Coach pushing her to be great.
And Anisha Crawford, you're a senior.
Yes, sir.
Trying to end it the right way and win the very last game of your high school career. That's the goal, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, regional championship. How you feel? How do you use that time from tonight to Saturday? How do you prepare?
We just go into practice for the next 2 days until Saturday and practice hard, communicate with our teammates to see how we're going to do things, and have fun.
There you go. You heard it first, Anijah Crawford. Anijah, answer those questions if you can. I want to get Brandy Dixon up here, though.
Okay.
Here momentarily. Okay. All right, let's bring in freshman sensation Brandy Dixon. Who I haven't got to talk to you yet, Brandy. You came in, and this has been a common thing this season, where you've come in and made an impact, and you certainly did tonight. What's your freshman season been like for the Douglas Trojets? How much better do you feel like you've improved from the start of the season till now?
I feel like I've improved a lot because I simply it was a different atmosphere from when I came in from the beginning. Coach Woods really pushed me, and all my teammates pushed me to be great. And even when I felt like it was just, I was over it, my teammates and my coaches, they pushed me, and they just helped me get to where I am right now.
And what about your confidence? Because, I mean, it's gotta rise when you're out there making plays and scoring points and getting buckets. It just seems like you're enjoying yourself and, you're not hesitant. I think that's some of the things that I look for in freshmen is being timid or laid back or kind of unsure about yourself. I don't see that with you right now. You're out there hustling. You're getting back in transition. It just seems like you're a different player now than you were at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I just have to learn that mistakes are going to happen, so just get to the next play. It's not the end of the world to make a mistake, and just to do better the next play and come back.
86 points tonight for your team.
Yes, sir.
You're not surprised by it, though.
No, sir, I am not. That's just what we are coached to do, and that's what we were expected to come out and do.
Who else impressed you tonight, teammate-wise?
Dariana. She really just impressed me to just, her coming out and getting rebounds and just jumping so high and just finishing at the rim and being able to go full court and just finishing through contact. That really impressed me tonight.
Talk to me about practices, because I bet they're brutal. I mean, your teammates are really good. What's it like to go against Nakiah Burge and Justice Woods, and then you've got to compete against Dariana Gates and Camille Mason?
It's a challenge. It really is. But they push you to be better. They really do. So even if, you just got to go out there and practice, because at the end of the day, you're all doing the same thing. You're all running the same amount. So it just comes down to working hard and just going out there and practicing, because it's a challenge guarding them during practice. It's a challenge just getting out there. But once you realize that this is what you want to do and this is where you want to be, you'll go out there and do what you need to do.
And you've got Lone Grove coming up on Saturday night, 6 o'clock, the regional tournament championship. You win that, you advance to area, and then you've got to go through the area gauntlet to get to that state tournament. I know you were around. You were an 8th grader last year.
Yes, sir.
And now you're playing varsity. You're playing significant minutes. Is that pretty cool?
Yeah, it really is. It's just cool to be out here.
I think that's awesome. I've been impressed with your ability to play the game, your toughness, your tenacity. You don't blink, Brandy, and I love it. And I think you just got to keep carrying that over and keep being you, girl.
Thank you.
Great job and great victory tonight.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to bring in Justice Woods coming up here momentarily. Had a really good game. Justice Woods, ladies and gentlemen, one of the top sophomores in the state of Oklahoma. I was talking with your teammates, Justice. 86-24 victory today. What was the key? What was the difference?
The key tonight and in every other game is always defense. Making sure we're on our defensive principles and making sure we're always on task and moving at one accord.
I was really impressed with your mid-range jumper today. Your shot selection. Talk to me about it. You've got a different ways to get points, and you've got a lot of weapons in your bag, so to speak. I mean, your three-point shooting, your mid-range, Euro step, even a post game. I mean, I've seen you kind of use your feet and get separation in different things. That's a different element of your game, is just the different ways that you can score this year. Do you feel like that's been a big improvement from last year, from your freshman year?
Yes, I feel like coming into this year, I had to really step into a bigger part in a bigger position to help my team succeed, and just getting them in the right positions, but also making sure I get to my areas and am knocking down the shots, not just shooting them.
I was talking with Nyesha Crawford about Nakaya Birds, who got into foul trouble today. A lot of offensive fouls for her. Do you feel like your team responded well when she wasn't on the floor?
Yes, I feel like we did a great job at when one man go down, everybody else got to step up. So just not letting her go down in vain and just making sure we're all still an oiled machine.
Yeah. Scoring in transition, getting up and down the floor, is that just the best way to describe this team? Is that your preferred method of putting points on the board, is getting turnovers and then it's off to the races?
Yes, running. We just got to make sure we're conditioned enough to run, get the ball up the court, score, and be ready to play 94 feet.
How do you prepare from this moment to Saturday, 6 o'clock, when you take on Lone Grove? I actually had Pauls Valley winning that game. I was shocked to see that Lone Grove got the dub. So I don't know much about Lone Grove, but how do you prepare for that game coming up on Saturday?
Just playing our game, playing our defense, and not letting anything they do affect how we play. We know how we're supposed to come out, how we're supposed to put the ball in the hole, and how we're supposed to lock up and lock in on defense. So as long as we're playing our game, it should be night and day.
You heard it. Justice Woods, ladies and gentlemen. Great game, great performance. 86-24. We'll talk soon at the regional championship next Saturday.
I'll see you next Saturday, Swing.
All right, here we go. Lone Grove boys are up 26-21 on Ardmore. If Lone Grove boys win, they will advance to the regional championship on Saturday at 7:30 and play the winner of this game right in front of us. Douglas Trojans underway here in the third quarter. Second action has started. Cash with the basketball on the right side. Drives into the paint and loses control, but somehow regains it. Jacob Wamova with a deep three and knocked it down. First points of the second half go the Cash Bulldogs. 36-24, Douglas with the lead in the basketball. Up top to King Hall, right side to Pogba. Pogba's got 12 points on the day. King Hall, wide open three, no good. Fighting for the board, it's Pogba, gets it to Morris, puts it up, no foul, no good. Rebound Cash. Stops, fell down, and they're going to call it travel. He looked like he slipped, but he took a couple steps in the process. That's going to be a turnover, Douglas basketball.
Yep, you simply cannot do that or it will be a turnover. So here's Motti to throw it in from Douglas baseline. He gets it to Mel. Mel is fouled really hard. They know how lethal he is, so very smart and wise decision by Cash to foul him and not let him get a shot off. So Mel's going to take 2 free throws here. Rocking the all-white Kobe 9s with the headband. That's that throwback Allen Iverson. You rocked the headband back in the day, didn't you?
I definitely did.
Mel knocks down his first free throw.
I definitely did. Absolutely. Yeah, and back then it was kind of my Alex Caruso kind of look. You know what I mean?
The bald mamba.
Yeah, exactly right. All right. Taking care of the free throw. Got it to go. Jamel Morris making plays. 38-24 Douglas. Early third quarter. Now they're going to press. Cash have to fight through it. So to Wamova, far pass down court, completed. And Chris Harris Jr. said denied. Block. Douglas gets the ball back. Monty House on the right side to Pogba. Pogba looking. Now he moves, hop steps, trying to look for Jamel. Completes it at the baseline. Step back, jumper, good.
Beautiful pull-up mid-range jumper by Mel Morris. Nobody can jump with him.
Oh, are they gonna call a push on Monty House?
Yeah, it's going to be a foul on the floor by Douglas, so
really
stays
close.
With Cash.
Okay, all right.
Just love how Mel elevates on that mid-range jumper.
I had no problem with that defensive move to try and force him out of bounds. It was a down court to Chandler Lima. Now on the right side to Gillespie. Gillespie decides to go. Blocked again by Chris Harris Jr.
Same
Monty
result.
House. Euro, and they stopped play somewhere along the way. I'm not sure what happened. I did not hear a whistle.
Yeah, I didn't hear it either.
But this is a loud gym. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left. Trojans up 40-24 here in regional tournament. Lawrence Cudjoe Court on the campus of Frederick A. Douglass High School. Kingston Hall left side to Monty House. Back to King Hall, right side to Pogba. Pogba, Hall, Payne, dishes. Morris underneath, no good. Tried to go back up to get the rebound. There's a foul on the floor.
Yeah, they fouled Jamel Morris on that putback attempt. He couldn't get his first shot to go, but guess what? He goes up, rebounds his own miss, and goes up again, draws the foul. He does this night in, night out. That's just his game. He's a hustler.
Team foul number 3 for the Cash Bulldogs.
Jamel Morris good on the first free throw. Substitutions for Cash. In comes number 23, Payne Davis.
Payne Davis hit a couple big-time shots in the first half for Cash. Morris will go through his free throw routine here. Trying to get to that 42-point mark, and does. Bulldogs going to have to fight through the press defense. It is Douglas doing a good job. Gets it. Lima on the left side. Three-point shot, no good. Rebound to Monty House. Now he's off the races of running fast on the left side in the paint. Dishes to Harris. Underneath. He gets fouled. Coach Alexander's over there jumping.
He's probably telling Chris to go up with it.
Yeah.
Chris felt the pressure and thought he was doing the right thing to dish it back out to his teammate, but if he would have went up for the shot, he would have been fouled and be free throws.
Right. Now, Chris Harris Jr. is the most unselfish player out there.
Yeah, he's trying to make the right play. I respect it for sure.
Gets it to King Hall. Hall fakes right, drives baseline. Baseline jumper, no good. Harris gets the rebound and immediately gets fouled. You knew it was two-handed dunk city if he got that ball underneath, so they fouled him hard. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yep, no doubt.
And that's team foul 5 for Cash.
Yeah, you're right. I love the back-to-back blocks at the other end by Big Chris. Cash thought they beat the fast break, and guess what? They were met with 2 swats by Big Chris.
He's played very, very well on the defensive end of the floor. Missed the free throw there. Coach Alexander saying, hey, let's settle down. Settle down. Stay diligent here. Stay focused. Here's Chris Harris Jr. again. Knocks it down. 43-24. 19-point lead here for the Trojans. Not letting up on the defensive side. They're pressing. Womova firing it over to Gillespie on the right side. Back up top to Davis. Now left side to Womova. Jacob Womova calling out the play for the Cash Bulldog. Getting some movement on the back side. He's staying on the left side to Gillespie. Morris is there to defend. Womova deep 3, and it made it. Wow, that was NBA range, Dylan.
Yeah, it was. Deep 3, highly contested. Great shot by number 3, Jacob Womova.
Here's Monty House in the paint. Dishes to Hall. Hall hop steps, attacks the bucket, and gets it to go.
Nice soft touch by King Hall on that drive to the rim.
Almost intercepted by Jamel Morris. 2-on-1. They dish it back outside. Thought about taking the 3. Womova left side to Wyatt. Jagger Wyatt with a jumper and gets that one to fall. Cash has a little bit of rhythm here.
I don't know how Wyatt got that to go over the stretched arm of Jamel Morris, but he gets the friendly shooter's roll for 2 points. So it's 45-29 now is the score in the third quarter of basketball. Douglas is on top by 16. It's been back and forth. Cash has gone on a few runs to try to stay alive in this game. They don't want it to get out of hand. They want to try to keep it as close as they can going into the fourth. And on the other end, Douglas wants to extend that lead.
I want to thank our sponsors once again for supporting Oklahoma City Public School Athletics. We really do appreciate the support. I know the players do. We couldn't be able to do what we do. And I'm trying to get people to go onto the camera. There we go. But yeah, seriously, wouldn't be able to do with what we do without their support. And, you know, I know the parents, fans, family, friends that get to watch our live streams. Appreciate it. Want to shout out SSM Health at St. Anthony's, First Security Bank, Love Student of the Month, Oklahoma City Community College, and Super Prep, who does a great job covering the very best in high school and college student athletes in the city, state, nation. Also sponsoring Covington Heat and Air and Just Burgers. Delicious cheeseburgers here in the state of Oklahoma, right on 23rd Street. Here come the Douglas Trojans on offense with a 45-29 lead. Monty House communicating, goes right to Zio Pogba, his leading scorer here tonight for Douglas. Jamel on the block, mid-range, got it to go.
I mean, he can just elevate above every defender with his mid-range jumper. It's beautiful. Love to see it.
As soon as you start to defend the mid-range, he's gonna fake the shot and drive to the bucket and attack the rim. Here's Wamova on the right side. Zone defense here for the Douglas Trojans, and they almost trapped him. Davis with the mid-range jumper. It falls. It gets to 31. Cash is not going away here.
No, they definitely aren't.
Here's Monty House. Kicks it in the corner for Pogba for three. As he was falling down, no foul.
That's the definition of drive and kick. And once again, it's Zio with the cash money shot from the corner.
All right, point number 15 for Pogba. Cash running their offense, trying to get past Snell. Snell's not giving him much. Good on-ball pressure by Trevor Snell and Jagger Wyatt. I love the name Jagger. Right side, dribbles past, kicks it. Thought about taking the three for Gillespie. Back to Wamova. And now Morris is out there saying, hey, give me a chance to guard the three-point shooter. Here's Davis on the right for a three-point shot. Knocked it down. Wow.
Back-to-back buckets by Payne Davis. That time it's a three ball to make it 50
and
to 34.
They're going to call a carry for Monty House. And give the ball back to Cash.
A little momentum shift here for the Cash Bulldogs. They're still down by 16. But they've seen some shots fall. They're playing more confident in this third quarter.
Braxton Jackson, number 35, the big fella for Cash. We haven't seen him since early in the first half. He's in the game now. Mova gets it, and Snell right in front of him. Applying pressure. Mova loses his dribble, goes left to Gillespie. Switch. Snell now up top to Wyatt. Jagger Wyatt on, I mean, when he gets to dribbling like that, you feel like he's going to pull up. Here's Wamova. Back to Davis. Davis. Indoors. Makes the pass, but misses the shot. Covered by Morris, who might take it coast to coast. Euro. No good. Pogba came in and saved the day to get point number 17.
What a hustle play by Zio Pogba to follow Jamel Morris and clean up the mess for 2 points.
Here we go, left side. Payne Davis off the rim, no good. Rebounded Pogba. Left side to Snell. Snell inside, now outside to Monty House for three, no good. Morris with the board. Back to Snell up top in the paint, puts up the shot. He gets fouled on the line for two. Trevor Snell, pretty confident in him as a free throw shooter.
Yeah, good job by Trevor to penetrate that lane and absorb the contact by Braxton Jackson, the big center for Cash.
See if they can get to that 53. In and out.
Hit the rim about 3 times before it bounced out.
Every
52.
time I start to brag on somebody's free throw ability, something else happens.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's 52-34. Douglas is on top. Minute 46 left in the third quarter. Here's Trevor Snell for his second free throw
What
attempt.
shoes is Trevor rocking tonight?
And it's good. The Nike GT Cut 1s.
Okay. The all black.
Very popular shoe. A lot of people talk about how comfortable it is.
Ramon Hines is in the game. He's rocking the orange James Harden Adidas. And Hines is getting right at it on the press defense. Cash is working their way through it, though. Malachi Hardrick. Back to Wamova up top, far left to Gillespie. He drives, mid-range jumper, no good. Loose ball, recovered Isaac Dorsey. Fires it over to Monty House on the right side. Spins in the paint, loses control. Douglas came up with it, but he was out of bounds.
I think they're going to say Coach Steve got a timeout before Hines goes out of bounds. Yeah, Steve was right there. He was like, my boy's in trouble. Let me call this quick timeout, and he saves the possession.
All right, let's go to our producer who has a score update for the Lone Grove Ardmore game. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game.
Thanks, Wick. Lone Grove is up 30-21. Currently, that game is in third quarter and 5 minutes left. That game again, the winner of that game will play Douglas Saturday night at around 7:30, and that game will be right here on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 HD1 and streaming live on PPBC TV.
Thank you to Brandon, our producer, for giving us an update. Lone Grove trying to take the boys and the girls to the regional championship Saturday night. The Lone Grove girls basketball team has stamped their ticket and will take on the Trojets at 6:30 on Saturday. I'm sorry, 6 o'clock on Saturday. Boys game will be 7:30. All right. Trojans with the basketball, 1:08 left. Snell goes through his half-court set, hands off to Motti. Motti through the legs, right side to Snell. Back to Motti. He goes left. Drives, needs help. Almost stolen, somehow comes up with it. Alley-oop, no good. Foul is on the play. Pogba's going to the line.
Yep, there was Pogba on that back door. Motti tried to feed him for the alley, but Zio ends up getting fouled pretty hard on that alley-oop attempt. So Pogba's going to have to earn it at the charity stripe here. He's had a very, very good game tonight for the Douglas Trojans.
Going through his shooting routine. Everybody's is different. Knocks that one down, 54-34, 20-point lead here with 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Trojans on top by 20. Chris Harris Jr. coming in the game for Monty House. All I want for Christmas is a Chris Harris Jr. two-handed dunk.
Yeah, I would love any Chris Harris Jr. dunk. It
This is the
ignites
second
the
one.
entire gym every time he dunks the basketball.
Okay, there is a foul on the play, and it looks to be on Braxton Jackson. Maybe a lane violation here?
Yeah, I think it's a foul.
No, it is.
I think
it is.
you got it right.
Ramon Hines is shooting.
One of the young guns for Douglas.
His dad is an assistant coach for the Trojans basketball team. I believe Ramon is bigger than his dad.
And he's only growing.
Right.
Young kid. Still probably.
Got some length, got some height, long arms. Knocks down the shot, 56-34. 50 and a half seconds left. They're still pressing. Cash has to make do. To Wamova. Jacob Wamova on the right side to Gillespie. Gillespie throws it across court. Back up top to Wamova. Got Dorsey to jump. Jump again. They're going to call a reach-in foul on Isaac Dorsey. Got him on skates there.
Yeah, he did. Yep. That's a good job by Jacob to utilize the pump fake. He gets Dorsey right where he wants him and draws the foul.
Well, and Dorsey is just a high-energy, high-effort player. I mean, he's very, very quick with his feet. And now they're going to apply some pressure. Loose ball. Snell comes up with it. Xavier Bates, he gets to the left, spins, kicks it back out. Chris Harris Jr. was in the way. Cash gets it. Womova attacks off the glass. It's good.
Yeah, they beat the defense down the floor.
Here we go. We got to make something happen. 9 seconds left. Ramon Hines, left side to Snell. 4 seconds left. Here we go. Hines, floater, off the glass. No good. Score at the end of the third quarter is Douglas Trojans 56. Cash Bulldogs 36. 20-point lead for Douglas. Take a quick timeout. Come back with fourth quarter action here on PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3.
At First Security Bank, we understand the pivotal role financial support plays in transforming your business vision into reality. As your trusted community bank, we're committed to providing tailored business loan solutions to fuel your growth. Our team of financial experts stands ready to assist you with unwavering dedication. 1841 Northeast 23rd Street or call 405-424-4341 to explore how we can best serve your financial needs. First Security Bank, your partner in progress, member FDIC.
All right, fourth quarter action underway here momentarily. Our title sponsors for this regional round basketball action: SSM Health at St. Anthony, First Security Bank, Love Student of the Month, Oklahoma City Community College and Super Prep, as well as Covington Heat and Air and Just Burgers off 23rd. Thoughts going into this fourth quarter, Dylan?
Well, they're going to leave it all on the court. Both teams just expect all the effort and energy to be left out there because it's under 8 minutes to go now in the game. Douglas with a big lead, but Cash wants to make a comeback.
Hines with the mid-range jumper. It's good. Coach Alexander loved it. Now it's back on defense. Cash on the left side. It's in the corner. Mid-range jumper for them. Can't get it to fall, and rebounded Isaac Dorsey. Fires it over to Snell. Snell crossover in the paint. Gets it back to Hines. Hines up top to Bates. Bates on the right side to Dorsey. Chris Harris Jr. putting it up and getting that one to go. Big bucket to get to 60. Fires it over the left side. Stolen by Ramon Hines. Got in the passing lane and stole the ball on the right side. Quickly up the floor. It's Trevor Snell for three. Bang!
Bang, bang! Cash Moolah for Trevor Snell from the wing.
Feeling it when he catches the ball in stride like that. He doesn't miss often. Here's Jacob Womova working his way. And what a high arch shot.
A teardrop shot.
By Malachi Hardrick to get the bucket on Chris Harris Jr. That doesn't happen often. Here's Snell again. He's working. Moves it. Hines on the left side. The wing up top to Bates. Bates right side to Snell. Trying to decide how they want to attack this defense here by Cash. And Snell drives in the paint. Kicks it back to Dorsey. Now he'll restart. Move more to the center court. Left side. Gets it to Snell on the wing. Snell up top to Bates. Right side to Dorsey. Dorsey penetrates. Jump steps. Back out. Left side. Snell again for three. No good. Rebounded Payne Davis of Cash. Going to drive baseline mid-range jumper. Got it to fall. 40-63. Douglas up 23 with the basketball. Trevor Snell gets fouled in the process. They're going to call a reaching foul on Payne Davis of Cash. And that's going to be team foul number 1 or 2 here for Cash. Let's see here. Quick substitution. Snell's going to take a breather. I'm sorry, Dorsey's going to take a breather along with Ramon Hines. Monty House, Kim House Jr. back in the game along with Kingston Hall, senior. For this Trojans. Bates to Hall, Hall to Bates. Back to Hall. Now down low to, and they
What did you want for Christmas, Swick?
I wanted a Chris Harris two-handed dunk, and
ask and you shall receive, my friend.
That's exactly what I wanted to see. You knew it was coming, Chris Harris Jr. Lucky He didn't rip that rim off the backboard.
Yeah, lucky he didn't pull a Shaq and shatter the backboard. 65-40 in the fourth is the score. Douglas up.
Yeah. Cash trying to kick it back out because Chris Harris Jr. was right there. Chris Harris Jr. stepping out to apply pressure at the perimeter. Big fella's aggressive enough, athletic enough to step out and defend. Here's Monty House that's doing just that, trying to combat Jacob Wamova. Jacob for three, no good. Offensive board, but no bucket. There is a foul on the floor.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul, I think, on King Hall. He was falling down, so he grabbed Jacob's arm. It will be on the floor, though. So no free throws for Cash.
25-point lead right now for the Douglas Trojans with 4 minutes, 59 seconds left in the game. Cash will inbound, stolen by Morris. Left side to Snell. Snell crosses over, puts up the shot, draws the foul. He's going to the line for two.
I love the aggressive nature right there by Trevor Snell. Just get downhill, put the defender in a really tough situation, and he draws the foul that time.
You know, when you're just running and gunning like that, it is so tough to defend. You're playing their style of basketball.
Just wears the defense down. I mean, especially now that we're deep into the fourth quarter.
And it almost always starts with a mistake made by the opponent.
No doubt. Trevor Snell hits both free throws.
Douglas makes you pay. They're up 27. 67-40 here. 4 minutes, 48 seconds left in the game. Cash with the basketball. Jagger Wyatt on the right side trying to get past Snell. Kicks it back out to Davis. Davis moved along the perimeter. Now left side. Taking a shot. It's Kenyon Sweat. No good. Rebound Monty House. Monty House drives. Kicks it to Snell again for three. No good. Here's Chris Harris Jr. back up. Strong. Another 2 points.
Too big, too strong. Chris Harris Jr. with the rebound and the putback. It's back on defense. Jamel Morris. Oh, my gosh. But, oh, my gosh. Jamel Morris tried to save it, was falling out of bounds, recovers, and gets back in time for a block.
He don't quit. He just doesn't stop playing. What a swat. I mean, somebody needs to tell Jamel Morris he's playing basketball and not volleyball. He's spiking the ball, in the middle of the air like that.
So I guess there was some contact. It's going to be 2 free throws for Cash. It's number 12, Gavin Anderson. Can't hit on the first, so what do they say when the free throw's no good? Great foul.
That's right. That's right. It's a worthy foul if the opponent misses free throws. Pretty good crowd here for Cash to make the trip.
That's a long drive from Cash, Oklahoma to the east side of Oklahoma City.
Misses a second one, rebounded Jamel Morris. Now you've got number 23, Caden Winston is in the game. Here's Snell for three. Oh, in and out. Rebounded Cash. They're pushing the floor. Wamova on the left side. Stepped out of bounds. It'll be Douglas basketball. But, yeah, number 23, Caden Freshman, is talented young guard.
They end up actually calling a foul on Douglas, so it will stay with Cash.
Oh, okay. All right. It looked like he stepped out of bounds to me.
I think they're going to say he was forced out of bounds, so defensive foul will stay with the Bulldogs. Looks like Coach Alexander's going to let some of these young guns get some burn in this regional playoff game.
I've seen Caden Winston play before. He's talented. He's got a bright future, and he's part of that next generation of Douglas Trojan basketball players. Inbounds it. Jagger Wyatt. See, Winston's guarding him. He's got quick feet and fresh legs. Don't make it tough on Jagger Wyatt. Payne Davis, top of the key. Right side. Dishes to Evan Bury. Bure to Davis, moving the ball around the perimeter, puts up the three, no good. Rebounded Winston, now he's quickly dishes to Snell, back to Winston for three, no good. Rebounded King Hall, put back, no good, but he got fouled in the process.
Yep, that's exactly right. They let Winston take a good shot. He had an open look from three, just couldn't get it to fall, but one of the senior leaders on this team is here to get that offensive board and get fouled going back up on the shot, so it'll be Kingston Hall for 2 free throws here.
Yeah, Kingston Hall's had a lot of good moments over his career at Douglas. And, 2-time state champion. Would love to add a third to his career.
Yeah, it's getting close to Marchwick.
He's got an opportunity. I think Class 4A is so unpredictable this year.
I'm with you.
There's a lot of parity in this class. And it's just going to come down to execution and persistence and, who can play best and when it matters the most. I know that sounds
cliche,
kind of vague or whatever, but
yeah.
that's exactly right. I'm looking at North Rock Creek, Fort Gibson, Crossings Christian. There's a lot of really talented teams. Blanchard's out there. We'll see. We'll see whoever can stamp their ticket to the state tournament. And I think, Lone Grove and Ardmore are competing right now for an opportunity to play the winner of this game on Saturday at 7:30. Oh, what a block in there. It's not a block. I guess they're going to call a foul on Xavier Bates.
It was blocked by Ramon Hines, but there was also a foul behind by Xavier. So it'll be 2 shots for Cash. It's number 0, DeAndre Frazier at the line. 71-40 is the score. Douglas on top with 2:53 left in the game. Frazier's short on his first free throw.
Yep. Quick substitution here for the Douglas Trojans. And Ty Scott's in the game. Misses the free throw. Winston's going to come up for the rebound, and I guess there's going to be a foul call on Cash. So Trojans going to inbound the basketball with a 31-point lead right now, 71-40. Winston on the right side, almost got it tipped. Ty Scott gives it back to Winston, left side to Bates. Bates for 3. No good, rebounded Payne Davis. Cash with the basketball, 2:35 left in this game. Right side, Malachi Hardwick. Stolen, Trevor Snell gets it. Looking for Bates, but didn't get him the ball. Goes right side, and a quick timeout by Steven Alexander. They're going to put in some of the young fellas we're really excited to see play. Tyler Harris, number 34. Trey Sutton, number 32.
Number 24, Darrell Todd.
Nope, that's Jamari Morris. You've got an old roster. Jamari Morris is Jamel Morris's younger brother. Here's Winston. Right side. Down low to Tyler. Tyler working his way up underneath and get that man a bucket.
Look at the footwork by the big fella. Tough bucket, instant impact off the bench.
Here's Cash. Up 33. We got Tatum Stanley's in the game. They're going to put up the shot, no good. Somehow gets the offensive board, put back, no good. Another offensive board by Hardwick. Ball goes out of bounds. It will remain. Well, I guess there's a foul called on one of those Douglas Trojans.
Yeah, shooting foul. So now Malachi Hardwick at the charity stripe. 73-40 is the score. Only 1:47 left. So most likely Douglas Trojans are going to end up winning this and advancing to Saturday night.
I think so. We'll have an update on their opponent here coming up. That game is still going on. DeCarson Littleton coming in for Caden Winston. Littleton, just another high-speed player with a lot of ability, and throws it over to Jamori, back to Littleton. Littleton, he stepped out of bounds just barely. No.
Yep, he's trying to feed the big fella, but on his way to the cup, steps on the baseline.
Here we go, right side. Cash, Hardrick loses it, stolen by Jamori Morris. No, that's Trey Sutton. Left side to Ty Scott for three. Bang!
You gotta love the execution by the young guns right now.
Love what Ty Scott did on that play, and Cash is pulling up for a mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by Ty Scott. He's off to the races, gets it to Sutton on the right side, back to Scott again for three, no good. Offensive board. Sutton off the glass, gets the bucket. Way to go, Trey Sutton making an impact for his team. 78-44 with 45 seconds left. Rumble, young man, rumble. Here's Malachi Hardrick, left side. Cash off a screen, stolen by Ty Scott. They're going to call a reaching foul, though.
Ty Scott's playing with all the confidence in the world out there for the Douglas Trojans. Knocked down a three, almost got the steal for a fast break there. They call the foul on him, so it's two. Tucker Smith at the charity stripe for the Cash Bulldogs.
Nice sequence. It's good to see some of these younger fellas come in, and I know Ty Scott's a veteran. He's a junior, but he is making an impact with his team. And then, of course, Tyler Harris. You got to be excited to watch the big fella down there.
Absolutely.
He was just a hooper. You know, he loves the game and comes from a great family, and excited to see it when he scores. Here we go. 22 seconds left to finish it out. It's to Harris. Now up top, hop step. Jamori to Ty. Ty Scott going to let this dribble down. 10 seconds left. See if they just let this clock dribble out. It seems to be the case. The Douglas Trojans are going to the regional tournament championship on Saturday at 7:30. The question is, who do they play? Let's bring in our producer.
All right, thanks, Swick. So currently in the fourth quarter, got Long Grove versus Armour. Currently, Long Grove up by 3, 39-36. That game is still got a little bit of time left, so we'll have a final answer for you coming up tomorrow morning on the Morning Rush starting at 8 o'clock.
Thank you very much, Brennan, our producer. I will have that information. Really interesting stuff. 78-43. Anytime you win by that amount, it's encouraging going forward. Who's our super prep player of the game, Dylan?
I'm going to go with number 5, Cinco Zio Pogba. He came in and set the tone for the team, had the first 8 points of the game, turning it up a notch on defense. He did it all for the Trojans tonight. That's why he is our super prep player of the game. Congrats, Zio.
Yeah, I counted 18 points tonight for Zio. Talented player, had a really good day on both ends of the court. So they're going to take a picture and honor these Douglas Trojans. They're actually holding up their district trophy that they did not get to accept last Saturday, but they are district champions. They'll be playing for the regional championships on Saturday night. We will be in the building, Dylan, and I'm excited to see what comes up next. But tune in to my radio show, The Morning Rush, here on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. Tomorrow morning, bright and early at 8 o'clock, we'll talk more about this game and what's next in high school basketball. Also, thank everybody for tuning in to PPBC TV. We'll see you later. Have a great night.
That's Prep Zone.
Do you want to know what's happening in high school sports across the state? There's only one place to go.
It's the Prep Zone, your number one source for Oklahoma high school sports.
Join me, Coach Orvis, and host D. Wright at our new day and time, Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock. Every Saturday.
This broadcast is the exclusive property of Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, reproduction, or any other use of the accounts, descriptions, or audiovisual elements of this broadcast with